RBC. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be.
Slap that on the Relentless Diaries business credit card.
Okay.
Hey, Zoe, I'm going to borrow the business card. I'm just going out with a few friends. They're going to be guests later.
We would have to have 6 figures worth of money for me to trust. For me to trust you two with For me to trust you two with a business credit card?
Why are you acting like the business credit card has to have a $10,000 limit?
And what do you think I'm going to do?
I don't know. You two? You guys tell me to book trips and just...
I'm amazing with money. I would be great with
Are you?
With a business
Sorry?
credit card.
Trust me with the account?
With a business?
Yes.
To do
with
what?
This.
I don't know. You'd have to tell me what you're doing.
It's for this. Like,
Oh,
get
okay. Well,
equipment.
yeah. I get equipment and then you give me the receipts and stuff like that. Sure. We'll talk about that when the money gets larger. Anyways.
Got you.
Like Zoe, mama, I go
relentless.
What up, Zoe?
Relentless.
What up, Zoe?
Relentless.
Shut the f up, Clyde. Except Trey. Relentless.
I hate taking weeks off because it feels like we're
you miss
behind.
us.
I wouldn't say all that. But I just feel like we're behind because after the money
I think we should have recorded
You think we should have recorded
last week. That's why I asked, but
why?
Like, whatever. To have an extra episode.
To
in
release
case of
this
emergencies. No, to just keep.
Oh, yeah, that would have been smart because, yeah, I'm going away. Could have just thrown that out there. Why didn't you say that, though? You never even, like, pitched that as an idea. You just said, are we recording today?
I asked, and he said no. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, but you should have been like, oh, we should, because...
Yeah, I wasn't going to drag it.
This guy is stupid. Anyways, guys, welcome to episode, 30? The season is coming close to an end.
32?
We're slowly
Episode 32.
We're slowly creeping to the season finale of season 4. How do we feel?
4 seasons.
4 seasons. And this has been, I think, our most successful season. Season 3 was pretty steady.
Yeah.
Season 4 has been
A level up.
very large level up. How do you guys feel?
Good.
More levels.
What do you mean?
We're going to hit more levels.
Oh, okay.
Are you the same beast but a different animal?
Huh?
Sorry.
You know
That's kind of like a white people question.
No, you know the Kobe Bryant and Kanye West commercial?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
More records.
More,
you know?
yeah.
More levels.
Okay, I like that. But anyways, guys, episode 32 of the
32.
Relentless Diaries.
Shaq.
Last week was a big episode. You know, we had Moneybag Mall on here. Shout out to Mall. This is a very clear, loud audio. I don't know if my headphones are just very clear, but this is sounding. You have bad headphones. Jasur always gets like the booty end of the bread when it comes to headphones.
Because Trey's got headphones right now, and
his are probably worse.
Jasur's is better than Trey's. There is a pecking order for shitty headphones here.
But I get the best ones.
Yeah, which is crazy. I feel like the audio guy should have the best ones, but whatever.
But I like to be able to hear clearly. It would throw me off if I can't hear clear. Anyways, regardless, yeah. So last episode we had Moneybags Mall on here. Shout out to Mall for coming. Episode is performing very well. We've had so many people ask questions and reach out to us and ask us how it happened. Who are you looking at? Are people having sex?
They were doing something.
Okay.
The lady and her friend. I don't know if they're dancing.
Jasur's like looking across the window, and where we record, there's like people have their blinds very much open.
It looks like an episode of Gilmore Girls going on over there.
Okay. Anyways, like I was saying.
It looks like one of the dancing scenes from Ginny and Georgia.
Yeah, or like, you know when Elaine would dance in Friends?
First of all, it's Seinfeld, you idiot.
Oh, yeah, Seinfeld.
But yeah, anyways, yeah, so whatever. We pretty much explained how Maul came on. You know, he was here for Toronto, had a great live show with the new Rory and Maul live show in the city. You know, Maul and I have been going like back and forth on Twitter over just like stupid stuff. And we convinced him to come on the show. And people were saying that like, because I listened to like the Rory and Maul show, but like not consistently. But people were saying like, yo, like he doesn't really give it up on his pod the way he was like giving it up on our pod. People were like, yo, you really got him like out of his comfort zone.
What was crazy too is that like he recorded 2 episodes of his own show right before doing ours and just got off a flight. So it's like,
yeah,
I would have been tired. I wouldn't have had the energy that he had.
Honestly, like I was low key nervous because he flew in that day, recorded 2 episodes of his own show, and then stayed here for another basically 3 hours and recorded with us. Maybe more than 3 hours because the episode's like 2.5 by the time we like
and kicked it after too. Like it was
yeah,
cool.
But people were saying like like you guys really got him like out of the comfort zone, like talking about convertible legs and, you know.
That was hilarious.
Instagram's loving that.
Oh, Instagram's really running up
Laugh
those
now,
numbers.
smile later.
I mean, hey, it's not my bag, but I'm not gonna knock it.
I had a friend like message me, and she was like, "Oh, I gotta like ask
Yeah.
my boyfriend why doesn't he like getting his
And
ass
a lot
eaten?"
of men were in the comments of the video, like saying, like, "Yo, like he ain't lying." Like,
we were breaking down barriers in relationships, you know, for people, you know, like it's Relentless Diaries. We do a lot more than just talk shit here. you know?
yeah.
So
And I mean, like
shout
I
out
said,
to Maul.
a lot of men felt comfortable in the comments saying, like, "Yo, same thing happened to me. Like my girl or my ex, you know, hit me with it, and I've been locked in with it ever since." Like I said, my thing is like, before we get into like weekly recaps, I have to like, when it comes to like my husband, whoever I end up marrying, like my long-term partner, there's eventually going to be times, which I'm very adamant about. There's going to be times where you have to do things outside of your comfort zone with your partner to keep the spark. Like I'm a very sexual person, so like if I'm having sex with the same person for the rest of my life, which is completely okay, there's going to be days where I'm like, "Yo, we gotta try this, or we gotta do this."
You got to trial and error a little bit.
100%.
There's got to be stuff that you try and you're like, okay, this isn't for me.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you
And
gotta-
my thing is like, some people believe like
That'd be
there's
crazy.
Like what?
what?
Like what? Like I don't know, like different, like BDSM or something like that, you know, or role playing, or
Are
like
you
different
the B or are you doing the B?
the bondage.
Yeah.
I'd be doing.
Are you the bondee or the bonder?
I feel like if we're together, we'd have to switch. Like I would have to do it, then you would have to do it.
And I feel like if you're gonna tie me up, it needs to be a cool tie. Like I can't be hog tied with my hands behind my
hog-tied is
back
crazy.
with an apple in my mouth. Like,
Isn't
you
that
know?
wild?
But do you watch Modern Family?
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
so
but I know. I'm
okay, yeah.
familiar
So
with the
there's
characters.
episode. If you watch Modern Family, it's like it's like one of the biggest shows that came out of ABC. It's like a comedy show.
That's an amazing
and
show.
it's an outstanding show.
pass me that?
But every 1 second.
Making my
Yeah,
host
I
work
feel
here.
like
I'm sorry.
Sofia Vergara has aged like wine.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
So
Beautiful
what
lady.
is it? Every Valentine's Day episode in the is it Valentine's Day? Claire and Phil, they do like a role. Do you watch this? Do you watch the show? They do like a role play. Like they're the married
I
couple.
don't remember that, but-
Okay, anyway, so I'm pretty sure every Valentine's Day episode on Modern Family, Claire and Phil, who are husband and wife on the show, they do like role play. And I think her name is like something, and her whatever. They have like different names. Like they meet in a hotel bar and they
Oh,
like
yes,
role
I remember
play
that.
and they go to the hotel. Like I feel like stuff like that has to get done when you're married. You're having sex with one person forever. You guys, you have to
Yeah, I
spice
don't
it
know how
up.
many
like
how many positions there are in 30
that's what I'm
years.
saying. Like you gotta like do it on your head or something, or like I don't know. Just,
Spin around on the chandelier or something.
yeah, you have to try new things. Like, and you won't know until you try. So new positions.
Rollerblade into her.
Rollerblade into her.
I saw it on
Like,
Twitter.
oh yeah, you get on skates and then
I saw it on Twitter.
Logistically, that
The
sounds kind of
guy
dangerous.
was on the
but
skates and she was like cock up on all fours on the other side of the room and he rolled
Oh yeah.
across the room.
But I feel like
Look
I'll
dangerous.
be that type of partner where it's like we get to try something new today, or like I don't know, just things got to get done. Men being someone for like 60 years and not
yeah, you gotta switch things up.
You have
You gotta
to.
trial and error a little bit.
like there's no way. So if men gotta, I'm not saying put your legs behind your head, but if you gotta lift them up a little.
At what year do you think like the regular sex just gets boring?
Probably like, I wouldn't call it boring, but like when I have the urge to do something new, maybe like, wait, in marriage or like in relationship at all?
Just in general.
I would
It
say
can happen
like,
soon.
Yeah, maybe say like 3 to 5 years in.
Yeah, like that could happen 2-3
Gotta
years
start
in. Yeah.
something new. But they start going like, I feel like in the early years you do like, oh, like we're going on vacation. Like we do it on the balcony. We do it in the hot tub. We've done it on the beach. We do it on the back of the bus to go to the excursion. Like,
And then year 5, it's like you wear a Spider-Man suit.
Oh my god.
You know?
Or you open
And then-
the door and she's like in a giant box with a hole in it. Saw that on Twitter too.
okay, I
Wait,
never.
what?
These are
Saw
crazy.
that on Twitter too.
Yeah, or like maybe by year 10, that's when you're doing like role play and like tying up and One thing I don't think I'll mix food with sex. I'm a very like I don't like stickiness.
I'm like halfway through Swarm, and I like.
Yeah, I think
it's
food
giving
with-
me a weird vibe.
Food with sex is very like whipped cream is not going in my coochie, and I feel like that's also not healthy.
I've always
kinda-
wondered how girls do that.
Isn't
do you
a,
mean?
it's like a specific
Anything with
whipped
food, like
cream.
lollipops or
No,
bananas.
no,
Or,
I want no parts.
Can't you get like an infection or
I'm
something?
100% sure you can.
Like edible, like panties
Yeah,
and stuff,
no.
like all that. Yeah.
I would, no. I can, like, use ice, though. Ice would be fun. Yeah. Didn't Trey Songz do it in a music video?
Yeah, he did.
I mean, oh, no. Was it Chris Brown? I think it was Chris
Ice?
Brown.
No, it was Trey Songz.
Well, fuck Trey Songz. But, yes, I mean, whichever one uses
10 minutes.
it. Oh, sorry. Yeah, thank you. Whichever one uses it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he used ice, like, for sex. I think that would be interesting.
That's kind of like regular, isn't it?
Is it regular? I don't think I've ever used
it's
it.
not far. I've tried it. It
is.
didn't really work out as expected.
Yeah, like I've tried that.
So what do you do? She puts it in her mouth while she performs? Or, like, you just put the ice in her mouth using your mouth? Or
No, you kind of use it to like go up her skin to make her goose.
It's supposed to
like,
be a
goosebumps.
sensation
Yeah,
type of
get
thing,
the
like on the
sensation
skin. But
But
it's
do you
like
use
I
your
think
mouth?
I think the ice you can.
The first thing
but
you
I
said,
didn't.
I like that.
Yeah, I feel like you'd have to
and that's
use
kind of
this-
whatever. Like it's all right.
The ice
Yeah.
melted too fast. It just wasn't working. I think the ice wasn't thick
Yeah,
enough.
yeah.
Did you put the ice in your mouth and, like, go down on her?
No.
Oh, that would have had me through the roof.
There's a lot of
Use
things
it down the
like
spine.
sexually that are on people's bucket lists and everything that really aren't like even like shower sex is kind of I feel is
Shower sex
overrated.
is very mediocre.
I feel it's very overrated.
Mid.
You know,
Mid.
everyone I know that says they've had a threesome was kind of like it was whatever.
I
I'm
think
not a-
that's more of a bucket list thing.
Yeah,
Like that's not really.
But I'm not
something
doing that in my marriage. No.
Mm.
Like,
we've
you're-
tackled that.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, weekly recaps, y'all. What'd y'all do this week? My week was kind of boring.
Oh, you know how I have amazing weeks. You know how I just have great things happening to me all day, every
Why
day,
you dying?
all
What
week.
What happened
Share
this
the
time?
joke.
No, nothing. No, nothing really
Oh.
did happen. It's funny. I was in year ends today, and
Peel Region?
I was. Am I allowed to say it? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I'm a Peel Region princess. What the hell?
You're a Flower City queen.
Flower City sexy. Hell
Flower
yeah.
shitty.
Flower City.
Remember we were gonna make Flower City T-shirts? We were gonna make
Yeah.
Flower City sex.
Flower
Yeah, I
City
was
sexy.
I was in B Town and was at a Starbucks getting a coffee, and they like recognized me from the podcast. And
Word.
They were like really like yeah. So shout
Did
out.
they take a
to-
picture with you?
No, it wasn't that
Oh.
crazy. I've taken pictures though.
So have I. I don't
That's
like it.
that's funny. And no, that was just like a cool experience. I remember I was like really early in the morning and I was starting my day. And it was
Did you
cool
get
to-
anything free?
I got a croissant. I did
Word!
get a croissant.
What?
Yeah.
Yo, low key, tell me what Starbucks off air. I'm about to go in there.
I will tell you.
I'm about to, yay! Y'all know this voice? Where the croissants at?
You didn't use your
So you're gonna
powers
start
for evil.
talking really loud.
You know who this
can
voice
I get
is?
a chai mocha latte?
Well,
Looking to
people
see if they-
always recognize me from my voice, so I'm just go in there and just talking. I'm acting like I'm on the phone. Be like, yeah, we're gonna record the pod.
Yeah, the podcast is
Tonight?
coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, like, are you?
But yeah, they were just like, oh yeah, I've been listening from time. You guys have grown so much. Like
So
clearly,
cute.
like a day one or like an avid listener. So shout out to anybody that ever does that.
Yeah.
You know, even at the Rory and Maul show, it was kind of like podcast central. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And definitely just ran into some people that had nice things to say. So that was my great week, full of positivity and everything that happens. Because
Progress.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so you
Okay.
had a good week. Nothing crazy
No
happened.
concussions,
No,
no
cartoon
ingrown
type-
hairs,
Okay.
no racists.
Yeah.
Don't make me think. I'll
I was
I'll
gonna
find
say,
something that happened.
Yeah,
if
no
you make me think,
emergency
I don't know.
rooms, no accidents.
See, that was a good week review. Like let's
good.
leave
Yeah.
it.
Thank God.
You
How was
know?
your week?
I went to New York.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. How was that?
Yeah, it was cool. I've come to realize that like New York is just not my cup of tea. Like
You're more in LA. Man.
I'm definitely way more of a LA dude than a New York dude. It's just because, and I was only there for the weekend. It was quick. I just went for the United Masters thing. So I was just walking around because my hotel was like really close to Times Square. So I was walking around and I'm like, yo, there's so many people here. And like LA is pretty packed too, but New York, it's a different type of packed. The pack is like everyone's just on top of each other.
Concentrated.
And I don't like that. And I don't know what it is about the air in New York. It's just like,
Well, it's like a big piece of like trash. Like it's
I don't-
It's like an island where it's just
like
all
I
the
don't know what it
garbage
is about
there.
New York. It's just like people are nuts. Like just more than anywhere else in the world. And I think if you're a New Yorker, you're just used to people being nuts. But when you're not from there, just seeing things happen, you're like, yo, what is going on? So first, I went to Shake Shack. And the dude behind the counter, you could tell he was like a hood dude that's, trying to get on the straight and narrow. So he probably just got a job.
We love a hood man trying to get
Getting
right.
back
was-
on his feet.
He was banging on the customers while they were taking orders. I am not
banging on the
exaggerating.
Yeah, what do you mean by banging on
He
the
was
customers?
banging on the customers. The lady would be like, "Hi, can I get a double stack burger and a strawberry shake?" And like while she's talking, no exaggeration, while she's talking, he's like,
No. Oh, when you say banging, you mean like
gang banging, yeah, like
What?
just casually. And I watched him with more than one customer. The customers are walking up, and he's
What? No, he had to have been dared. He
Where
had to
was
have been
this Shake Shack?
yes, it's Shake Shack, and he's the cashier. It's not even like he's in the back. He's the cashier.
That sounds like a Chappelle show. Like,
Yeah, this
skit
had to
or
have been a
something.
dare.
The cashier in front of me, it was this older Jamaican man. He was singing like Bears Hammond while we're ordering. Like, this
Yo,
shit
New York's
was-
the place, man. Yeah,
New York
York's
is
the place.
insane. There was something really cute that I saw though. This old lady, she ordered a vanilla milkshake, and like she got it, and she was like smiling and walking away, and she looked at me. She's like, "The little things make me happy." I'm like, "Oh, grandma,
The little things being a
her
vanilla
little milkshake, her little milkshake." And then I went on the subway, and this homeless dude started screaming, "Suck my dick, hard R." Like just in the middle of everyone, and just kept repeating it over and over and over and over and over. And everyone's just standing on the platform, and I'm looking around like,
No one's gonna do anything about this.
but I mean, what can you
What can
really
you
do though? There's nothing you can really do.
Are homeless guys allowed to say the N-word?
Yeah, because who gonna touch them? Not
No
me.
one's gonna touch them. And then
Who
if
gonna
you
say
do,
something?
it's a lose-lose situation because now you just beat up a homeless guy.
And you might have something.
Yeah, you didn't see the video with the dude that the two guys jumped him.
Oh, and he's
it was
bleeding, and he's like,
and
"Yeah, joke's on you. I got
he's
HIV."
bleeding, and he's like, "Ha, you win, but now you got AIDS." And everyone just scattered.
Yeah.
He started running after people, and they scattered. You even heard like a car rev off in the background.
Yeah,
I feel
I
like he was
think-
lying, but that's hilarious.
I think a homeless person can get the N-word off to me, and like I said, anyone in the airport can get the
Yeah.
N-word off to me because I'm not
That's
fighting
homeless
an
people
airport.
privilege is saying the N-word.
100%.
Crazy.
There's a lot of stuff like that. And
I'm
then-
not
crazy.
fighting a homeless man.
yeah, I'm not fighting.
A
a
cra-
homeless person.
yeah, like a crackhead lady called me the N-word in LA, and I was like, "Yo, man, I might be, cause
And
I'm
then-
not touching you, and I'm not saying anything back, cause you will
Word.
stab me."
And then I got off the train, and I saw this white girl and this black dude doing crack out their hand. Like, I'm like, yo, the city is just too much for me, bro.
Were you in Manhattan?
Yeah.
I'm
at that point in
scared 'cause I'm
time.
going to Manhattan. Yo, something about New York makes me itch a little bit. 'cause,
Yeah,
like, my
it's
head
just,
starts
and it's
scratching.
so dirty. Like, it's
It's
so
dirty, man.
They don't have garbage cans. Everyone just throws their garbage just out on
And
the
I'm
side
there
of the
for a
street.
week.
There was a rat running through the train. Like, it's all the stereotypes are true. They're all true. And then, speaking of the plane, when I landed back in Toronto, the lady in front of me, I don't know if she was drinking or something, but she was this older white lady, and she was just doing a lot. And you know how people just stand up when the plane lands for no reason? I don't know why people do it.
Like when the seatbelt sign comes off and
Yeah,
they stand
oh,
up.
just
Yeah,
stand up.
like
Yeah.
immediately, yeah.
So
It's like, where are you going?
yeah, you're not going anywhere. Just sit down, big man. So it was the older white lady, and then there was some 20-something-year-old white lady. Her bag was in front, and she's trying to get past her to go get her bag, and you can see her trying to like maybe get her attention, but she's standing behind her, and I think she kind of taps her once, taps her twice. She like doesn't say anything. So now I'm looking at this. I'm in the aisle, and I'm like, all right, I want to see how this plays out, because she's clearly ignoring her. She's tapping her, and she's like, excuse me, I need to get my bag right there. The lady turns
my
around.
God,
I'm like,
yo.
I don't know how I witness these things. Maybe I'm just very attentive. The lady turns around, looks at her, and goes, "No, you're good," and
Oh,
just
man.
turns back around.
Oh.
And I was
Yo.
sitting there with my jaw on the ground. I'm like, and she's like, "No, but like, I just need to get that." She turns back around. She's like, "Yeah, I heard you. No, you're good. Like, you'll get off." And turned back around, and I'm like,
But low key, okay,
I was like, me personally, I wouldn't take that level of disrespect.
I
But
understand.
I would not be talking.
So the older lady said you're good? Because my thing is, like, if I'm in, like, so older lady was aisle?
She was standing. They were all standing.
But she's in her seat, no?
She's standing.
But standing in her seat. Like she's standing like up, but in front of her seat.
Yeah.
So she's aisle and the girl behind her is middle.
No, I don't know where the girl behind her. She was in a different row, like behind.
Oh, like in the line to get off.
Yes, in the line to get off.
Yeah,
It
but
wasn't
also
in
it's
the
like,
seat.
like wait your turn. Like you're gonna get off. I'm gonna move so that you can grab your bag. Like why are you
I
trying
don't know, but it was a little extra because there was space. It's not like there was no space.
Okay.
She could have let her.
Because when people are behind me in line, like, oh, like, can I? I'm like, bro, I'm gonna get off, so it's fine. Like, once I get out of this aisle, you can get your bag. Like, it's not that deep.
Yeah.
But also, like, have you seen those stores where people like on planes and like, if, for example, if I paid for a window seat and they want to sit in my window seat because their child has the middle, yo, I don't care. We're not flying until you get out. Some people like let it slide. You're not. We are. This plane is not going up in the air until you get out of my seat. Like I will fight. That is one thing I will fight for. If I paid for the window seat and you want to be like, oh no, sorry, I'm gonna sit here because my child needs me. I don't give a f. Get up. You should have paid for the window seat then.
Mm-hmm.
Like some people will just hold it. I'm like, yo, I'm never holding that ever. I pray to God that never happens. I'm telling you, we will hold this plane up.
Yeah.
Delayed. Everybody's delayed.
Yeah.
I've never been in that situation on a plane.
Neither have I, but I know people who personally who have, and they're just like they have to. I'm like, bro, I'm never holding that.
Yeah. No.
Both you guys go to the back of the plane. Go fly with the pilot in the cockpit. I'm not giving up my seat.
Nah.
That's nuts.
I'm pretty
I
good with
agree.
those things, but nah.
Nah, certain things just not let fly.
I like the bar that she got off. You're good.
That's kind of crazy.
Like I seen
That's all she said.
I seen a psychologist or something on Twitter or on TikTok talking about how you can diffuse anything somebody says to you by saying that.
You're good.
Like if somebody says something to you or is like, you know, like just and you want them to stop, just you're good.
I don't think that.
Try it out. It's very demoralizing.
For
If
sure.
a-
but I mean,
if
you
a-
might want to fight. Like you
If
have,
a gangbanger asks me where you from, I don't think you're good is gonna diffuse the situation.
I'm gonna ask you where you from, okay? And I'm asking you where he from, okay? Where your mama stay, where your grandma stay, and where your
Sometimes
daddy
all
stay.
I mean is just there's some situations where that person's mind is made up, and there's nothing that you can say that will diffuse the situation right now. You just need.
You say what?
Try saying that to Zoe at one point during the pod and see how that goes.
You're
off.
good?
Yeah.
No, don't do that. It also depends on like if you're like it's like mid conversation, you're good. I'd be like, who the
Though you got to do it like at really like condescending time. Like if someone's trying to give you advice, just you're good. You know, like,
That's really rude. I don't lie. That's really rude. But
it's powerful. You're good.
I really didn't do much this week. My week has been. I've been trying to be calm. You know, because it's winter,
You're
and I really
finally
don't
done
like
shaking your tail feather all over the country.
Oh, she's like a whole
all
like,
over the country's
host
crazy. I
and
don't
promoter
even,
now, right?
I'm not a host or promoter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you're
saw
like a-
Zoe, bro. I saw Zoe on Instagram with a stack of money.
That's crazy.
Doing a drop for a party, and I'm like, what?
Wait, that's crazy.
Yeah, bro, you didn't see the video? She's like, bow, this Saturday, da-da-da, nightclub. I'm going to be there. I need all the baddies to come out, all the big money spenders, you feel me? Like, and I was like, is this Zoe or is this Kodak Black?
Zoe from the Relentless Diaries
I was
podcast.
so shocked. And I'm like, why didn't I get an invite to this party?
Yeah, I didn't get one either. It's
That was
crazy.
crazy, bro.
The
Are
money
we done
phone
li-
and
are we
with the
done
money
lying?
phone and everything too.
Are we done lying?
It's a disconnect. We don't call that money over. Anyways,
Anyway, so what's actually happening is yes, that did not happen. There's no posting of money. No, got nothing. None of that happened. I didn't even post a video, but okay. But I am hosting a party with our homeboy Mucho on Friday. If you're Toronto, it's at Three Hearts Nightclub, Steady Edition Party, Halloween. Link for tickets in my bio. Tresor's also hosting a party.
Tresor does like this.
My party's on or like the Steady's party that I'm hosting is on Friday. If you guys want tickets, Tresor is already sold out. His party's
Mine
already
is
sold
on
out.
Saturday, which is my birthday. You guys still have time to get presents. Anyone over there, I can send my Amazon wish list.
So his event sold out,
Yeah.
and yours isn't.
No, not yet.
What's going on?
Oh, I don't know.
That's crazy.
I mean,
I think there's a couple of things.
Does Chisora have like a better selling factor than you? Then is that what happened?
damn, he might. I'm new here.
I wouldn't even put that. I
Chisora's more box office.
being
than Zoe.
realistic, I think that party would have sold out with or without me.
Yeah, the theme of the Saturday
yeah.
night party is also like people
And
want
the
to be
people
involved.
throwing the
Yeah,
party,
it's
like,
like whatever, yeah.
that would have sold out with or without me.
Yeah.
But a lot of people definitely are contacting me about this party. And look, I'm just on the mic. I don't know nothing about nothing, guys. I don't know about tickets. I don't know about wait times. I don't know about
I didn't even have to ask
capacities.
Chisora. He just hit me up like right away. I was like, look.
I just wanted to get it out
He went on his
early.
own accord and just messaged me too. It was just like, look.
I wanted to get it out early.
I
Look,
hit
man,
Chisora
they
up
only
and
give
I
me
was-
so many comps,
I
but
know.
if you do come, like, you'll be good.
Chisora hit me with the like even though I see him once a week, whenever he's in a crisis, I get messaged and all of a sudden
It's
like
been like once
it's
or
been
twice.
like 2 or 3
It's been
times.
Twice.
3.
Well, you should be there for your
But a
coworkers
crisis-
in a crisis.
I'm not mad at it. Of course, I always love when people come to me. Like, I always feel nice when my friends come to me. But, I was like, oh, like, so he's like, I don't have no comps for you. I was like, damn, okay.
I definitely said it nicer than that.
That makes me feel a lot better because I did
He
wonder.
said,
I
this
was like,
person got a comp, this person got a comp, this person got He's like, but not you, though.
I was wondering,
And I
like, maybe
said,
Zoe
word.
got a comp and I didn't
No,
get a
I
comp.
didn't.
No, Zoe didn't either.
That's fair. That's
I
fair.
got,
There's a,
I got
um,
blessed by my other friend, thankfully. She
Yeah.
looked out for me.
See,
Shout
the
out
thing
Ashley.
is, I understand, and whether no one wants to say it or not, everyone has a hierarchy of comps for if they're ever in a situation. I would not expect to be high on your hierarchy. You have friends that I know would come before me, and that's okay. And,
Yeah.
it'd be like that. And I'm sure you have
Yeah.
people that would come before me. I don't think anyone should take like not having a comp available as like something personal.
No,
to
it's
them.
definitely
And
not
you
personal.
didn't, but I'm just saying in general, I don't think people should take that personally. Because of course, like if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or you have your best
your
friends or
girlfriend got
your
friends.
family, like things could run out fast. Because that's what happened to me. Once I started counting, and I'm like, oh damn, like
Yeah.
just like the circle. It's a lot more people than you think until you have to count numbers.
yeah.
Then it's like, damn, this person, this person, this person, this person, and it's like, now we're done. Now we're out.
Gotta get the tier 1 early bird.
Yeah,
It's okay. I'll be there. Well,
yeah.
most likely.
something's
be
gonna
there.
happen.
We'll see.
Yeah,
'Cause,
hopefully,
You're gonna go?
I mean, we'll see.
hopefully something happens.
I need
Pull
to
up.
really prepare myself if I'm going to attend.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a double header for you.
Yeah.
That's how
Triple
you know,
header.
but that's how you know you're getting old. Because usually, like a couple years ago, that would be nothing.
Oh,
That would
easily. I'd be
regular.
out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. But now I'm like, I'm already going out Thursday. I'm like, hold on, I got to host on Friday. Then y'all want me out again on Saturday.
I gotta have 2 different costumes and stuff too.
I gotta prepare. Like I gotta buy Pedialytes in advance, and like
have liquid IV on
yeah,
deck.
have Advil in advance and all that type of stuff. Because it's gonna be rough for me.
Yeah. But, well, there's a lot that happened. I mean, basketball's back. We are currently missing a game, but it's okay. We're trying to make it for the thing game. But, okay, so stuff that we'll talk about me setting
Being a
ablaze.
timeline terrorist.
Okay, first
Once
of all,
again.
I've been very calm on Twitter lately. Like I've actually been like, I really don't tweet that much. Like lately, in maybe the last couple of months.
You like before the podcast on Twitter, and you like after the podcast on Twitter is kind of different.
Oh,
That's
for
how it
sure.
is.
Very different.
The bigger you get, is the less you want to tweet because you
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
that's just how it is. I'll tell you.
Like I just don't, and also because we have a show. I'm gonna get something off every week, so I really don't really care to tweet that much.
It was what made me want to do the show too. Was
Right.
like, yo, this girl's crazy on Twitter. She needs a podcast.
Yeah.
So
I really
good to
didn't
see
think
4 seasons later still doing it.
I really didn't think this tweet was. I really genuinely did not think that this tweet was gonna be that big of a deal. Okay. For everyone, listen. I am not. This was not supposed to be offensive. Like to me, I just said like it's whatever. So, and this is also had nothing to do with race. We live in Canada, okay? We have a lot of American reality TV that's shown to us. We see a lot of TikToks with Americans. Whether they're white, black, Mexican, whenever I see a reality show or someone on TikTok eating in their home, I've seen a trend where they use paper plates, right? On Love is Blind, for example, there was this huge debacle because one of the men did you watch Love is Blind? Yeah. So the guy who was Mexican, what's his name again? Izzy. There was this huge debacle because he had paper plates and plastic cups like in his house, and he would serve, like he would eat every day on a paper plate and use a plastic cup. And the girl he was marrying was like, that's gross. Like, why don't ever serve me on a paper plate in your house? I personally agree. Like, I've never been raised that way, I guess. Like, unless it's a very large family gathering or it's a party or it's a barbecue, paper plates are never in my house. But I've noticed that even on like Real Housewives or like 90 Day Fiance or like TLC, you see like a pattern, like, oh, like Americans usually use paper plates. So I tweeted, and obviously like when I said science, I was just being stupid. So I tweeted.
I think that was the sore spot for
But
the
why?
when you said science.
But why? I was literally just being dumb. And I tweeted, I'm like, yo, what's the science behind Americans using paper plates and plastic cups in their homes? And people were like, oh, like, I don't want to do dishes. Like, I'm not trying to do dishes. And I'm like, okay, so like, that's lazy. Like, to me, that's lazy. I'm like, okay, if your excuse is I don't want to do dishes, then like, that's kind of lazy.
They didn't like that shit.
And they went off on me.
They didn't like that shit
And then it turned into Black Americans. I'm like, bro, I never said anything about Black Americans. White folks do it. The Mexican guy on Love is Blind did it. I see the white people on TLC be doing it. It's a thing. Like, you can't tell me it's not a thing. But they were like, oh, you Jamaicans and you want to be Black Americans so bad and we're the main characters and you make me worry about going back to your home country. And I was like, yo.
I'm trying to find somebody.
I was like, how did we get here? And then some girl quote tweeted it and she was like, you musty Jamaican bitch, need to go back to your country. How do you live in Canada but can't even live in your dusty homeland? And you already know Jamaicans on Twitter.
Yeah.
So once she took it there, oh, they were eating her up. And I literally tweeted so I muted the tweet because I'm like, yo, I'm not trying to fight no Black Americans because I didn't even call out any Black Americans. This was not even a racial tweet. But I said, yo, I'm gonna put this tweet on mute. And I tweeted, you know the gif of Regina George where she's standing in the hallway and then people are fighting behind her? I tweeted that. Everyone's like, yo, what did you do? And I was like, nothing. I did nothing. I don't know how this got here. But that's Twitter for you.
Yeah. Like, I definitely keep me a paper plate, but that's usually for when I'm alone and I don't want to do dishes.
But that is so
sense.
lazy. I don't understand. I feel like it's even better when I'm alone, yeah, I use the dish and I just wash it one time. People are like, oh, well, who's trying to cook and do dishes? Don't you have to wash the pots that you cooked with?
Yeah.
I think
I'm so confused.
A lot of them were saying that it was like, oh, I don't want to have to clean the pots and pans and like all
the
dishes,
three dishes that maybe or five people have big families. I'm like, listen,
that context, I get it. Like, I think special occasions, if you're having a bunch of family over or something, and it's a barbecue type thing.
I've used paper plates. My family, we've had big birthday parties or family events or whatever. We have paper plates for sure because no one's gonna wash 40 dishes or 20 dishes. But if it's like my mom, my sister, and I eating dinner every day, my mom will never, ever, ever let us use a paper plate.
But there's also certain things, even though I will use paper plates sometimes, there are certain things that you can use paper plates for, and there's certain food that you cannot use paper plates for.
And the video where it stemmed from, the lady was just serving her man different meals on paper plate. And I was like, yo, why is it every time a paper plate?
If
like the plate looks like it's going to collapse.
If the food is saucy or greasy, a paper plate's probably not going to work. If it's, like anything like spaghetti or chicken with a type of sauce or... Paper plate is for dry foods. If you're eating like a sandwich or like you might be able to you could get fried chicken off on a paper plate, but like a jerk chicken or anything with sauce on a paper plate is not gonna work.
I just think it's just I understand. Maybe some people yes, if you have a disability or whatever, I understand. Paper plates, sure. That is people love to bring out like the exception, which is like undeniable. Like, yes, obviously I'm not talking about someone who's disabled and can't. Yes, obviously I would understand. But it's like if your excuse is I'm not doing no dishes. Come on, man.
Like, I get it, but
but the way they were going in, turning this to a whole diaspora, whatever war.
Diaspora war.
I was like, yo, how did we get here? I didn't even call, and maybe because I'm Black, Black Twitter, and you obviously Black. I'm like, I didn't even call out Black Americans. If it was a white people in that video, I would have said the same thing. If it was Mexican family, I would have said the same thing. If it was an Asian family, I would have said, bro, it's just I see it on TV. I see it all the time. It's a thing over there.
It got nasty very quick.
And I don't know.
I seen one woman that was saying like, well, don't like all the American women want to come down to Jamaica and get like piped on the fucking boat or whatever.
And I was like, yo.
I remember someone being like, yo, you would have no idea where this started from.
Like literally. Like she was like, I was like, oh, is it Black Americans are the ones who come drink and get? I'm like, yo, why are we even going there? I was like, yo, we all need to just calm down. Calm down off this simple tweet. People were going up in arms. And I was like, yo, if I think the same way, if you think Jamaicans in the restaurant are rude, that's fair. A lot of people in Jamaica are rude. I'm not going to argue that. And if I think it's lazy and wasteful, use a paper plate every single day in your house when you have to wash dishes, I think it's lazy and wasteful. Two things can be true. Well, why don't you talk to your auntie in the restaurant who acts like a bitch when she serves oxtail? Yeah, sometimes she can be rude. But are you still there? Yeah. Is the food still good? Yep. So what is the problem? I don't know. Things go left on Twitter, but I was like, damn, this is like, y'all are really calling out slurs.
I stay off Twitter, man. Because people just be chatting about anything. That's even like that list, the illustrious list that's going on.
Before we do the list, we missed some very prominent Twitter conversations. Like
I wouldn't know.
The oysters.
Oh, we're done with that. When God said gluttony is a sin, he was talking about that woman.
It was the oysters and kind of the list right now. The girl that wouldn't get out of the truck because of Cheesecake Factory or whatever.
Yeah, and now we have this list.
Now we have the list,
that every complex even posted. I'm like, yo, this is really going far. Because if Complex is posting the list, then clearly this little viral list situation is getting out of hand.
Yes, because I'll say it nicer, but like Drake said, you girls really get carried away. And this is what the internet is just making people just get carried away and just say things and do things that I don't even think people generally believe themselves. Like, you guys are just saying stuff because there's no way that this is true.
Okay, so
I feel like a man should read this list. I feel like it hits more.
Okay, sure. Do you have it
So
up?
do you want?
I don't have it. I'll find it.
I have it. No, I have it.
Yeah, go
I have
ahead.
it.
Why does a man have to read? This is very sexist.
Because it's
No.
it's directed towards
hold
women.
On. Yeah, hold on, Trey. I got you.
No, it's not.
Why?
Because it's directed towards women.
Okay,
if it was
fine.
a list about things that guys said, I would think you would read it.
Okay, fine. So just so give the backstory.
here is a list of places women absolutely refuse to go on a first date. And thank you to the ladies who reached out to me to help me on my list. What y'all think? So a woman wrote this list, and other women helped her.
Do you have her profile there?
No, it's just the
Okay, so what is
I'd like
it?
to review that after.
from 1 to 30.
30.
Starting at 30.
It's 30.
Oh my God.
And actually, I would like your input on this. I just want you to say yes or no in
Okay.
terms of places that are acceptable.
Okay.
Cheesecake Factory,
Yes.
Applebee's.
Do we have Applebee's in Canada?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Oh no, I've had it once. I don't like it. But if this is me personally, just like food. No, I don't like it.
Chili's.
I don't know if I've ever been to Chili's.
Chili's is kind of Applebee's adjacent.
You get an entree and like a
It's like
appetizer
Earl's,
for-
Jack Astor's type of.
$14.99.
Earl's and Jack Astor's are two different levels, though. Like, let's be real. Jack Astor's is,
Moxie's.
well, you know how I feel. I'm on the fence with Moxie's. You know I'm not a
They
Moxie's.
got on you for
Moxie's,
that. They got on you for that
Moxie's
shit
and
too.
Earl's are definitely in the same ballpark. Jack Astor's is like a JV Moxie's. It's basically all the same.
I'm gonna say
Anyway,
no
look
to
at
okay, no to Chili's.
JV.
Chipotle.
On a first date? No, come on, that's fast food.
So right now we're 1 for 4.
Damn.
Chipotle, really? Okay, go.
Olive Garden.
I've never been to Olive Garden, but it's kind of like a what?
It's like a high, like a
High?
restaurant, isn't it?
It's
I've
not.
never been to an Olive Garden.
It's not high end, but it's still like
Olive
up-
Garden, it's like a
up
high-end
there.
Chipotle.
A high? Oh, is it fast food?
It's above
No,
Earl's.
It's not
no,
fast.
it's
It's,
not
like
fast
a
It's above Earl's because I like Earl's. I'd go on a
it's
first date
above
for
Earl's.
Earl's.
yeah. It's like lower
It's
than
above
Red
Earl's and
Lobster.
Cactus Club.
higher
Lower than Red Lobster. Okay, hold on.
I'd
Earl's
say
is
Olive
pretty
Garden.
high.
Yeah,
What are we
yeah,
doing
yeah.
right now? Hold on. Higher than Earl's is not higher than thing. So what's the truth?
Earl's, I would say, yeah. I'd say it's on the level of Earl's.
But Earl's is pretty. Like I put Joey and Earl's on the same level. So
Olive Garden
I
is
don't know if
definitely
Joey's-
under Red Lobster.
under Red Lobster because
Yeah,
Earl.
yes.
I think Red
Olive
Lobster's
Garden?
under
Olive Garden
Earl's.
is
I would
Under Red
agree with
Lobster.
Red Lobster. Yeah.
Under
you-
Red Lobster.
Under Red
Yes.
Lobster.
Okay, then no.
Because to me, Red Lobster is like Moxie's, kind of.
No.
It's just seafood.
Under Red Lobster is crazy.
But
I'm
let's
not-
continue.
Okay, so no to Olive
So
Garden.
we're 1 for 5 right now.
Okay,
The movies.
yeah. But I mean, if we want, yes, I would. But like, we'd have to do something maybe after, because like you can't really talk in them. If it's the first date, obviously I want to
First
get
date,
to
you
know
can't do
you.
movies,
So if it's like dinner and movies, sure.
Your House.
No.
Any fast food chain.
On a first date, no,
Buffalo Wild Wings.
no.
Wingstop.
Ah, Buffalo. Is it like Wild Wings? I can like watch. Is like the game on maybe?
At
Yeah,
Buffalo Wild Wings,
yeah, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Is it like
yeah,
Wild Wings? Like what we have Wild Wings here?
Yeah. We have Buffalo Wild Wings.
Maybe. I mean, I'm a sports girl, so if it's like, oh, the game's on, I want to go grab some wings, I'd do it.
Eating wings on a first date's pretty
You can't
audacious.
do maybe.
Like
You
it's
gotta
pretty
do yes or
brave.
no for these.
Okay, fine. Yes, I would do wings. Only because, if it's like, yo, there's a game on, do you want to go grab some wings? I'd do it.
Wingstop.
But Wingstop is not restaurant-y, is it? It's
Yes,
more
it
like
is.
takeout.
No, it's restaurant.
Because like
Wingstop, not really.
Wild Wings, you have like a bar. There's like a bar. There's tables. Like
It's
you can-
fast food.
Is
Wingstop is fast food.
So then no.
Red Lobster.
Yeah, I don't mind me some Admiral shrimp. Yeah,
A buffet.
like Mandarin.
King's Buffet.
Let's say Mandarin. Spoonful.
I'd go to. Why not? I'd go to maybe buffet on a first date. I guess.
That's
Yeah.
funny. Buffet for.
IHOP.
No.
I think IHOP would be a fire.
Usually go to IHOP after the first date. You know,
Yeah.
Denny's.
No.
The gym.
another after the
Gym for the first date? No.
I've heard that before.
some Annabelle stuff.
Oh, are you dating Annabelle?
No.
Church.
No.
Yo, that is the craziest one on this list so
No.
far. Church is insane.
Come on.
Y'all gonna go praise the
What
Lord
are we
together,
really doing?
You gotta see how hard you praise Jesus.
No.
and then go and sin and
we
have
gotta
premarital
see your-
sex? That's
we-
crazy.
We're
No,
not
what if-
having sex on the first
Okay.
date.
What if you take someone to church? I want everyone in the room to answer. Is this kind of shallow, or would this be shallow? I feel like if I took someone to church for the first time, it doesn't even have to be a first date. I'm rocking with someone. I take them to church for the first time, and at church, no, never mind.
no. We need it now.
You have to do it.
What are you gonna do if you take someone to church for the first time, and you know how like at the front of the church, like people will pray for people. They go up to get prayed for, and they start.
What, you do like communion? Well, in my church, you
like you know how sometimes the pastors will be like, if you want to get prayed for,
Oh,
come to
okay.
the
Yeah,
front.
yeah.
They go to the front, and they start like
Catching
going
the Holy Ghost?
crazy,
Oh, man.
and you're standing in row 7,
He gets delivered.
watching them like.
Yeah.
Father!
She found Jesus. I'ma leave. Like she don't need me no more.
Yeah, I'm going to have
Yeah,
some
but-
questions.
No, Carl.
And they come back, and you know how like they go through that whole thing, and they come back to you, and
Oh, God. Okay.
No,
like
no,
they
I'd
had
be gone
a
already.
big
I'd be gone.
experience.
No, thank you.
Would that make you uncomfortable?
100%, yeah.
The whole idea of church on a date is making me.
Yeah, I don't like
No,
that.
I didn't say a date. I just said this is the first time you went to
I
church.
know, I'm
with
just
them.
like
I
the
know,
whole
but the fact that it's
scenario.
even on that list is crazy.
Yeah, I think it's
All right,
the
we'll
craziest
continue.
thing.
So right now we're about 2 for 17, 2 or 3 for 17.
Not doing great.
Starbucks.
First, no.
I want to.
Yes, I feel like Starbucks is very.
No.
Starbucks is basically a
Guys, no.
which is
In
the
high
next
school,
one.
I went on a first date.
Which
and-
is
in
the next one,
Starbucks.
coffee dates.
As a first date?
Yes, that's when you would do it. It would be the first date.
We need to bring back coffee dates, man.
For
No.
real.
It would be a that makes
Breakfast
sense
date,
to me.
sure. Coffee date, no.
Okay,
coffee date
What's
is
the
a
difference
very-
there. Come on.
Breakfast date, like you sit down, like you have a good
But
meal.
I
you know
just
what I'm
said
saying?
IHOP and
Brunch
Denny's, and you
is a
said
better
no.
date.
Yeah, but I'd
That's
more
breakfast.
do like an actual like brunch spot, like school or like old school, like here, like something like that, like an actual.
Sophia's.
Oh, Sophia, Oretta, like those are more like brunch
I don't know
spots.
none of those
Even
places,
Pure
bro.
and Simple, trying to go a little bit low. Pure and Simple is better than Denny's and IHOP. At least Pure and Simple, they have at least some decent dishes.
But I don't see what's wrong with Starbucks and a coffee date for a first date. That's a very casual, easy date that you can get out of if you are not rocking with the person.
No, I'm not a fan. And also, like, I'm not spending that much time in Starbucks. Like me,
But that's
to me,
the point.
but
It's
a first
supposed to be
date, I want to
quick.
spend time with. What?
You
no.
sit in Starbucks, don't you?
Yeah, me, I never
You can
really sit
talk.
unless I
You
like.
can sit- people go to Starbucks and just sit there.
Yeah, but
I was in Starbucks today. It was comfortable as shit. Like
Yeah, but if I have to like
Good
work
date spot.
quickly or something like that, I might stay in Starbucks maybe like an hour or so, but like not really if I'm trying to kill time. Like I'm never going to like I'm just gonna go to Starbucks and just chill out today. No, it's not really a thing.
A
People
lot of
do it,
people
but it's
do
not
that,
for
yeah.
me. But I'm usually like, yo, listen, I'm scanning my Starbucks card, I'm getting my chai tea latte, and I'm out. Like I'm not really chilling.
I think
there.
Starbucks or a coffee date is a very good, easy, like first time. I don't really know you. Let's
Man,
just
stop that
talk.
stupidness. No. The whole point of a first date is if we see potential here, then let's get to know each other. Let's talk. Starbucks, the blender's going. They're calling out random people's names.
No, but I don't think that's true.
I've worked at
But
Starbucks.
at Earl's, the music's loud as shit, and you're on a side table, and people are brushing up against you as
Where
you're
are they
walking
seeing
past.
you in Earl's?
But also, I do not think a first date is just we see potential in each other, we want to talk and get to know each other. That is not always true.
So what are we going on this date for?
A man will literally see you on the side of the road, get your number, and ask you on a date. That does not mean he sees potential in you.
I would think if you like, so why are we going on a date then? Isn't it for like, okay, like I'm attracted to him, like let's get to know each other. Is that not potential?
No, that does not mean he sees potential in you. He might just want to smash and he's courting you.
Oh, that's crazy. No.
How is that crazy?
No. Wait,
What? You're taking me on a date? I just want to smash, so let's go on dates?
Yes.
Are you telling me you've never heard that before in your life?
Girls mainly say that they don't want to just be invited to the crib. So how else are you gonna?
But then it's like, okay, you take me on a date, and then we smash, and then I just never hear from you again?
Yes.
Sometimes.
Oh, shit.
Sometimes.
That's never happened to me, and I think that's kind of crazy.
Sometimes it be like that. A lot of girls nowadays have said that they don't want, like you said, to go to their house.
I think the older I am, if I'm going to accept a date, it's because, okay, like let's get to know each other. Let's see.
A lot of girls want to be courted, even if it's just for sex.
For sex?
Yes.
I mean, I get it, but it's kind of like, okay, we went on 2 dates. He finally got the pussy, and then I'm out. Like, what? Yeah. Like, I feel like that.
It's kind of a game that they almost feel is like necessary.
It doesn't feel like it. I don't know. If I go on a date with them, like, oh, like, I get to know them. Like, I'm attracted to them. Like, maybe I want to know them better as a person. Like, I don't know. No.
It's definitely a thing what he's talking about.
No, I definitely agree, but I don't know if I like it. I don't know.
Neither do we.
Like, even if I've had casual sex, they've been like people who I've just already like had some type of like relationship with, like I don't know, someone I just knew, or like mutual friends, or like we met, whatever. And my thing is, like, I kind of know off rip, like, yeah, this guy's just gonna be for fun.
And I think the older you get too, you
100%.
communicate better. You figure out, like, I think it's
like, I'm thinking of all the guys who, not even
get.
all the guys, but like maybe like the situation that I've had that was like friends with benefits. Like, we never went on a date. Like, we've hung out maybe like group settings. We've met at parties.
Friends with benefits is definitely different than just a casual sex.
I don't think I've. But no, I wouldn't even call it friends with benefits. Him and I are not even friends.
If you don't take your friend with benefit out for dinner on their birthday, you're a bad friend with benefit.
But that's when things get sticky.
It's birthday, it's a special occasion.
I would rather just
special occasion.
I'd rather just you call me at midnight. I come. I maybe stay the night and I go home. That's casual.
Every time.
When it was me, I'm telling you, when that was
you won't eventually feel a little dehumanized, a little degraded if there's no sort of.
I am telling you, the best casual sex situation I had years ago was, we were cool, but like we weren't like friends. Like, we text us off some like regular stuff, but like it would literally be like he never took me on a date. Yes, we were friends. We ran in the same circle. Like, we'd see each other outside of sex, but when it was time for sex, it was time for sex, and that was it. Like, we never had like, let's go out tonight. Yes, it was happy birthday, but you never took me out.
Yeah,
you
never guys hang out though.
Like before sex.
Yeah, like if you guys were planning like a dick appointment or something.
Oh yeah, like I'd go over, we'd
and you'd hang out for the night.
Yeah, like we'd have a drink. He'd maybe order some food. We'd talk,
and
whatever.
Never you guys went to go get a drink.
No,
I understand you don't.
And I
have
liked
to
it
do
that
that
way, and I genuinely liked it that way.
No, I definitely understand you don't have to do that. A majority of like situations that I've had, it was just that. It was like there was no dates involved.
Yeah, for sure.
But there's other stuff that goes on to compensate for the non-date. Like, a lot of people that know me, they know I'm not really a dater. Like, before my situation now, I wasn't a dater. Like, I don't go on a lot of dates.
Because you're cheap.
No, I'm efficient.
No, it's cheap, Tresor.
It's efficient.
It's 100% cheap.
It's efficient.
Tresor, you saying going out with like once a week for dinner is excessive.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that.
Okay.
You don't need to do that. And especially if you're a guy that gets a lot of girls, going out on multiple dates with multiple women multiple times a week, are you crazy?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense. You're talking from the position of a girl who's probably not paying for whatever it is, and is probably not talking to multiple people at the same time.
If I have a man, we're doing date night.
Yeah, you can do date night.
Yes.
That's different from
That doesn't mean dinner every
even
time.
maybe every 2 weeks, but like, yes, I like to go. You have to keep, I believe you keep dating
See,
your
but
partner.
you're changing what we're talking about.
But you literally said, if I have a girlfriend I'm not taking her out for dinner once a week.
That's not what I
dating.
said.
Yeah, that's different
Yes,
than
you
date night.
did, Tresor.
That's
You-
not what I never
you
said.
literally
I'm not.
said once a week dinner is excessive.
I said we do not have to go out once a week. That's what I said. I never said I'm not taking her out
You
once a week.
literally said this before. This was how many episodes? You literally said you would not take her out. You're like, that's crazy. I'm not taking my girl once a week. You said that's excessive. You said you're not doing that.
We don't have to. I said we don't have to.
You said you're not doing that. But
He said
anyways.
you don't have to. I remember he didn't say it's excessive.
He literally said it's excessive.
No, it could be excessive, but I'm saying we don't have to. And me saying we don't have to does not mean it's never gonna happen. It just does not have to happen consistently. And we're talking about being single. We weren't even talking about relationships. I said that before my relationship, I wasn't really a dater. And you said, because I'm cheap. And I said, especially if you were talking to multiple women, going on multiple dates, multiple times a week makes no sense.
That's fine. But I'm saying from a dating perspective, like you trying to say, oh, Starbucks as a first date, oh, it's efficient, it's cheap. But like that is, no, that's whack to me.
How?
Because we're going to get coffee because it's cheap and efficient. Like how, but cheap and efficient in
No.
what way? You
a
said it's
coffee
quick,
date?
cheap, and efficient. First
Yes.
of all, dates shouldn't be quick. Like why is a date quick? If I like you, the
That's
date
not true.
should
That's not true. That's not true. That is not true. That is not true. You have to. The date doesn't have to be quick, but the date needs to be in a place that it can be quick in the instance that we do not vibe.
For sure.
So-
but that could be a restaurant.
No, it's not. If we order food at Red Lobster, we're sitting here for at least 40 minutes.
Oh, so we go to Starbucks and order 20 minutes and then you're out?
If the date's whack, you
That's
have
crazy.
the option. If we go to
You go on the date to spend time with the person.
exactly,
Yes, but he's saying it's quick.
it has
I'm
the
not going
option.
into a date like, oh, this is going to be a quick date. I mean, worst case scenario, if it is a shit date, then it's a shit date.
Okay, well, I'll rephrase.
But
I'll
I'm not
say,
going to be like, oh, let's go to Starbucks in case this date shit, it can be quick and I can dip after I finish this fucking coffee. Like, what are
I
we
think he
talking
means
about?
more efficiency when he's saying quick.
Exactly.
You know, like if you say Starbucks, you know, you could both think of where that Starbucks is. You don't need to make reservations and everything.
Man,
efficient. I'm
that-
saying that's what efficient means. in
No,
that
stop
definitely
it.
efficient. That
No.
makes sense.
That is very whack.
There's no
Do
way.
you feel it's because of like a monetary thing?
It's not even monetary,
That it
like-
represents the effort that they're putting in with you. That a coffee's cheap and that this is a
Not
easy
even the
thing
cheap,
that you
like
can.
to me, it's just like like I said, I would do like a nice
What
breakfast
is it that's really-
date.
'cause
Starbucks, it's similar to bringing someone to Tim Hortons.
No, it's not.
No, it is not.
Why? Because it's this coffee $6?
No, because like
Okay,
is- I'll agree that it's similar. It's a coffee
So if
date.
we're gonna
It's a
do
co-
that, what's the difference between Joey's and McDonald's? Because the burger's $25.
That's what I'm asking. Like,
Are you guys actually serious?
That's what you're
What's the difference between
saying.
Joey, McDonald's, and Tim Hortons? Like, Tim Hortons is a cheaper. Like McDonald's is a fast food joint. Joey's is not a fast food joint. Tresor, be serious.
Yes, but you're talking about
Tim Hortons and Starbucks are both chain coffee shops.
Yeah.
Okay,
but
so what?
But the point of a coffee shop is to lounge. That's why Starbucks looks the way it is. That's why there's couches in Starbucks. There's no couches in Tim Hortons. You're not supposed to stay in Tim Hortons
There
for
are
long.
couches in Tim Hortons.
No, they have
they're trying
seats.
to make it.
They
There's
have
seats
liquor
and there's
seats.
booths in Tim Hortons.
Yes,
I've
in the
seen
newer
it multiple times.
newer ones, but the main thing of Tim Hortons was not, you were not supposed to stay there. That was never how Tim Hortons was made. Starbucks was made for you to stay there. You're supposed to have nicer seats. They have Wi-Fi. They have benches that people could work on. Starbucks was made for that.
Starbucks is I would never say it's a place to take some, like, yes, you can like work there and you can whatever sit and it's comfortable. It's more like a high end, but it's still a coffee shop at the end of the day. It's more to appeal to like the white collar, like people who like, you know, business people.
All right,
people.
well-
That's what Starbucks
Okay,
is.
Can I just ask before we move on from the coffee thing? Like, would it be different if it was like a hipster, high-end kind of coffee shop, or is it just the fact that it's coffee?
I just
and that
feel
that's
like
an
coffee
easy,
shop.
simple
No,
thing?
yeah, like it's a coffee
Okay,
shop. Like,
so-
And that represents the effort that
it
he's
just
putting in, or
feels
like?
yeah, I don't want to go on a day like, oh,
Okay.
this is quick. Like, oh, let's just run and grab a coffee quick. Like it doesn't
I
feel
think
like we're
that's
spending
valid.
time with
I
each
think
other.
that's valid
So
to feel
if your thing to me is oh, it's going to yeah, it's gonna be a quick 20-minute date. What are we doing?
Why would anyone say that to somebody?
But that's in your brain. You just said that it's gonna be quick and efficient
So
and
you
it's cheap.
have the option. It's like you're taking one part of what I'm saying and not listening to the second part of what I'm saying.
But that is the mindset that you already have going into the date to ask me on a date to Starbucks.
Okay, well, this ties into the next one, ice cream dates. Will you do an ice cream date? Will you do an ice cream date? Tell me ice cream dates
Zoe's
are
gonna
bad.
short circuit
Tell me
now.
right now that ice cream dates are bad. Tell me right now that ice cream dates are unacceptable. I want you to say those words. Say those words.
Why would I go on an ice cream date?
All right, bro. All right. Dude,
Yo.
ice cream dates are unacceptable.
I'm just. Why would I go on where am I going on this ice cream date? Dairy Queen?
There's high-end ice cream shops, no?
Gelato.
What high end
Gelato.
guys?
There's specialty ice cream shops.
I've never done an ice cream date, so I don't have a dog in this race. But
There
There's
are
just
literally
so many other options of stuff to do. I'd
Like
rather
what?
go bike riding.
than an ice cream date.
Why you're gonna bring me to Dairy Queen to get
You
a
can
blizzard?
say Dairy
and
Queen. No.
What other? Okay, so name what
There
marble
are
slab.
high-end ice cream shop. I could show you. I could go on TikTok right now and show you 20 specialty novelty ice cream shops.
Okay,
There's literally
They
one in
exist.
Brampton by the
sell
plaza.
me this date. Sell me this date.
romance it.
Romance it to me.
Okay.
One thing I'll admit, a lot of things can be romanced, right? You can say something that's like, if you just say like, yeah, we're gonna go to this. You can be like, yo, I found this really. So romance it to me.
Okay, well, first, it depends on the type of person that it is. You wouldn't pitch that to everybody. If you are the type of person that likes sweets, and I tell you,
do.
yo, there is this ice cream shop where they have really a big assortment of flavors of ice cream. They serve the ice cream with a waffle in a really sick cone. The place looks really nice. Do you want to go try
And then
it?
we can go sit by the water and
You're
like,
gonna
have it.
no. It doesn't even have to be that. We'll
Thank
just
you.
stay.
See?
We'll stay
no,
right
now
there.
you're thinking like a man who puts someone on a first
No,
date.
we'll
Yes,
stay.
thank you.
We will stay right there. We are going to this novelty ice cream shop that has really a lot of really cool flavors. You could put a bunch of mad toppings, and they got hella assortments of stuff. Do you want to go try it?
You're not romancing it enough for me. Chris was romancing it.
See, he's adding. I'm not even adding that.
No,
I'm,
you gotta-
I'm
yeah,
talking
there
You
you
about
go.
are
just-
doing stuff, then yes.
You gotta put
season
stuff
it.
on it. Yeah.
You can say, yo, I know you like sweets. There's this really cool ice cream spot. They got this flavor, this flavor. It's right by Lakeshore. Like you can, try this, blah, blah, blah.
And there's an old-fashioned hat store around the corner, and I know
Okay,
you love
now-
old-fashioned hats because you've told me that before, and
Yeah.
that's the only reason I'm bringing it up. Yeah,
I would even I like a picnic date. I'd probably rather do a picnic date. Oh, like my thing is like I don't know what this high end ice cream shop. Like I don't know.
I don't
If you're-
even see how that's a hard concept to grasp.
I'm not.
I feel it's like the same as a coffee date. Like you could romance the shit out of a coffee date.
Not really.
Can I ask you something? Okay, do you not like the idea of going to somebody that's like established, or do you prefer just like someone doing custom for you? Like you like picnics, you like going on. Did you say bike riding?
I'll do a bike ride. I think that's cute.
Okay, so
So like going to an establishment that isn't really like up there like that is kind of out of the question.
It's not even about being up there. It's just like I just feel like I said, to me, Starbucks. I go to Starbucks regularly. There's nothing new about Starbucks. I'm saying there's nothing exciting about Starbucks. I go to Starbucks literally when I want a
Okay,
sausage.
what about the
bake-
high-end
So you-
coffee shop?
What is the high
Where they
end
where
coffee
they
shop?
take $10, it's $9 for a coffee.
it's not even about
and
the
they
money.
click and they clack and they put the in it.
It's not even
it's like
about
a whole
the money.
science experiment to make the coffee.
If it's like
That's what like a Kensington Market coffee shop is like. There's the cat coffee shop, the cat diner. I'm sure people who bond over cats could have a date there. I'm just saying.
once
it can
you
make
say
sense.
Starbucks,
It can make
it's
sense
just
for
like,
people.
It's no. Like I said, I go to Starbucks in sweatpants and I scan my card and I go. Starbucks is somewhere I just go regularly every day. So like you're not excited. Like nothing's just like, if you're like, there's this new spot, like the ice cream, okay, maybe there's this new place, blah blah blah. I found this TikTok and they have this and this and their special thing. Okay, it's a thought, but like let's go to Starbucks and grab a coffee. No, I just went to Starbucks yesterday. Like that's not.
But why does it have to be somewhere that you don't go?
Well, it's somewhere
You're just trying.
that.
Sometimes the date is just to be in a safe, common area. It's not to do things exciting. It's to be able to.
I'm at the
it's
age
to
where
be able to link.
you can do your efficient, boring dates. I'm at the age where I would like something I've never tried before or something,
See,
that blah, blah, blah.
I
or
went on a
whatever.
coffee date during COVID.
Okay,
And
so
that I
maybe
understand,
see,
because
so
you were
maybe
literally
this is
in
the difference
lockdown.
in people that we are. Because a lot of the dates that you have said are dates that you are locking in a sizable amount of time with this person.
Unescapable.
Even the
It's not
picnic dates.
unescapable.
How the hell do you escape a picnic date? We're sitting here. There's nowhere to go. Until this food is done, we can't go anywhere.
You're so worried about escaping this damn date.
This is what you have to think of. People suck.
Yeah, like no.
This is
So
what you're
for real,
forgetting.
think about it. We're
I
spending
think
money and
you're-
everything like that.
You
Imagine.
are thinking from the position of a cool girl. Most people are not cool. You have to have an escape route. These are real things.
Talk about Vex
People
money?
Suck.
This is our Vex money.
Like
You gotta be prepared for it to go left.
I'm so shocked that this is hard for you to grasp. Because this is like, bro, what?
Because like yo, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm just very picky with who I go on dates with because I've never had like I've
Yes,
never.
but this is what I'm saying. This goes back to me saying a man could see a girl walking down the side of the
But
street,
I've
get her
definitely-
number, and go on a date.
But I've also been on dates with guys who, yeah, the date sucked, but I'm not like.
And why am I gonna sit there through a bad date if I don't?
Well,
have
I mean,
to?
okay, he invited me here. I just know, okay, we're not gonna go on another date. Like it's not. It's whatever.
Yeah, but why am I gonna sit here for 2 hours? For when we could have just went and got coffee and realized in 20 minutes we didn't like each other and went our separate ways.
You're being very extra, man. I don't think.
No, he's not.
No,
Yes,
I'm
he's
not
not.
at all.
No, he's
I'm
not.
not at all.
He is.
Anyways, we'll continue through the list.
Like this is nuts. Like this is actually nuts. This is why the fucking dating is in the piss right now.
Yeah, because you can't do coffee dates or ice cream
Like
dates
it's
anymore.
just like I mean,
Only Joey's.
like I said, if it's a breakfast date, it's cute. But I just feel like
See,
Starbucks.
so now
is
you're
just like,
talking about
okay,
aesthetics.
It's not about aesthetics. I said pure and simple, which is a chain.
Yes, but
thing.
you just see, but we need to keep consistent. You say breakfast dates are cute, and then you list specific places. IHOP and Denny's is breakfast. What's the
Yeah,
difference?
but I have Denny's is like it's gross.
But it's breakfast.
But it's literally gross food. And
To you,
if it's
what if-
food,
what if you're the person that
if you
likes
want
IHOP?
to take me on a date and I think Denny's is gross, I'm not going to Denny's.
See, but the issue
Like,
is,
why is that so hard to
But
understand?
don't we talk about how we like things that kind of suck? You know, this way you like McDonald's. You know.
But I would never go on
There's
a
like a
McDonald's
novelty
for
almost
my
in
first
going to
date.
Denny's or
if
IHOP.
it's like we're linking up and we grab McDonald's, that's different. But I'm not calling it a date and not our first date.
yeah, McDonald's wouldn't be
Like,
a
be
date.
serious.
But McDonald's is different.
Yeah,
than
McDonald's.
is different than a coffee date.
You just said
But,
what's the difference
all right.
between McDonald's and Joey's. Are you actually joking?
No, because you're talking about aesthetics. But anyways, we need to move on. Family functions.
No. Why would I bring someone to a family function? for
I'm
my
not
first
doing that
date?
either.
For a first date, that's
No,
insane.
that's
yeah.
crazy.
Movie nights, Netflix, Hulu, etc.
No.
That's his house.
Exactly.
Somewhere that requires a long drive.
That's
No.
that's locking in for a period of time that you can't escape from. That's scary.
Yeah, that's a drive with them. Actually, even if I'm driving myself, damn.
Yeah, let's say you're driving
No,
with them.
that's more for like if the dates go well, then I want to invest time. That's more like maybe third, fourth date.
Bowling.
Bowling's cute. Yeah, the activity.
Night.
Bowling's on the list. Like they don't
Bowling
like
is on the
bowling.
list.
That's
Bowling, no, I'm not doing that.
We used to
Bowling
be a
is fun. I would
society.
totally rather do bowling than ice cream. Bowling, you get a competition factor. Obviously, you're talking a lot. It's fun. There's drinks.
Bowling's
there's
a
food.
sick date.
It can be cheap too. Like it's not about the money. It's
But-
about the
but
experience.
I
I don't
could
think I'm
see-
getting a good experience at Starbucks.
But I could definitely see how not, because there's certain girls that you wouldn't want to go bowling with.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Why?
Yeah.
Because they just don't have a fun personality. They're just bad. Why would you? You're gonna.
I
take
can
this
see
girl
that with
bowling-
guys though too.
you're
There's
gonna
people that
take
don't
this-
like physical activity.
Yeah,
right?
you're
But
gonna.
I hope that if you're asking me to go bowling, then you like bowling or you like competition or you
Yeah,
like
but she may
physical
not
activity.
and may just say yes because
the girl who
it's a date.
said this
Oh,
might
okay.
not. What if she's one of those girls that has really long nails? She doesn't want to mess up her nails, or like, there's a lot of girls that do not like physical activity at all.
No, for sure.
Certainly.
I'm on both sides because I know when someone's planning a date for me, I'm like, yo, I'm like, by the way, I don't want to go bowling. I've said that because my nails are long right now. But if my nails were short, I would totally
Yeah.
go.
So technically, if you were in that period of time, then
But not that I wouldn't say I would never accept it as a first date. I would accept it as first date. It just depends on the like literally the status of my nails.
nightclubs.
Be for real.
Can I just for my sanity?
Why would I go to a nightclub on a first date?
I've definitely known people that have gone to like the strip club and nightclubs on
Date?
dates. Yeah.
No.
I've heard.
If
that
it's
before.
more like, oh, I want to see you in person, like I'm gonna be here, like maybe link or like I'm going to be at this party. You're gonna be there, maybe, but like I'm not calling that our date.
You guys had that happen where you like kind of start talking to someone online through DMs or something, and the first time they want to meet you is like going out to like a club or something like that.
That used to be my specialty. Efficiency, once again. Efficiency. House parties, clubs. It's not a date, but we're just linking up.
It
in
works.
person.
Yeah, it works. It works.
I would never call that a date, but we're just linking in person. Hookah bar.
That's the big.
Oh, you should be able to get that off.
That's the big.
That works in the
That
right context.
definitely works.
That
Yeah.
works. Come on.
I don't like hookah,
Don't
so
do that.
I've never gone, but
It depends on the
I
hookah
mean,
spot.
yeah, it depends on the spot. And I mean,
what's wrong with hookah?
there's some very grungy hookah spots.
I
Like,
agree.
yeah,
You can't
like,
go where the seats are bus up and everything.
Yeah.
And
Like, there's
you
some
know,
very, but there's some nice hookah spots too. I mean, yeah,
they're
it
being
depends.
racist to you and stuff. Like,
It really depends.
A bar just for drinks.
No.
warehouse.
There's
It's not
no
just for
way you
drinks.
guys are saying you can't go get drinks as a date.
That's what a date is. That's my
I mean,
specialty.
Drinks?
It's just, I mean, yeah, for sure. But it also
Drinks?
depends where. Like, it's just like what? Like, is it like we're just grabbing like?
We're getting
I also
drinks.
mixing alcohol with first dates. Like, yes, you can do it. I don't want to just like go there. Like, and what if this person gets wasted? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like getting wasted on the first date. I would never get wasted on the first date.
No one should be getting wasted on a first date.
But I
That's just
know
bad.
that's happened to girls before, where they go out and say, yeah, he got drew out for drinks and he got smashed.
That's crazy.
Waffle House.
No, I don't really like Waffle House either.
Sporting events.
Absolutely. What? You know what? Why would we not go on a sporting event to a first date? I've definitely had first dates at basketball games.
I can see how some people would
Is that really
liken.
bad?
I can see how some people would liken sporting events to
Talk,
the movies.
because you have something to say. What?
No, I'm very confused of like how that's fine, but the movies are like.
I was
I said yes
really
to
just.
the.
was
Did I
really-
not say yes to the movie?
You said movies if there's like a dinner after or something.
Yes, and we can talk during the game.
Not really.
Not really.
You can't get to know someone during a basketball game.
I did this and really messed up.
You cannot
Oh,
get
we
to know
know
someone
that.
during a basketball
No,
game.
not that. I mean,
Oh, I thought you meant with
no,
the
that's
fake
not.
ID.
See what I mean? See, I don't. it's not me.
Oh.
But no, I took a girl to a sporting event, like to a Raptors game.
Yeah.
And like,
You can't talk.
it just wasn't.
What are you
like,
talking about?
Yeah, it wasn't
I
a good
think
idea.
It's fun.
You can't
There's
get to
people
know someone
cheering,
though.
You're possibly cheering. He's cheering. Like there's not.
Yeah.
She
You're
wasn't
focused-
that
And I
big of
think
a
you
Raptors
get, well,
fan.
I mean,
like,
to me, it's like, well, that's the thing. I'm a sports girl. So
And that's where I messed
like
up.
sports.
That's where I messed up.
So if he likes sports and I like, that's something we have in common, and we want to enjoy a game together, then yeah, why would we not go to a Raptors game?
Yeah.
But that's a first date, though. You're only talking about sports. You're not getting to know him. You're liking the sport that you're going to.
Yeah. If you're focused on getting to know each other, you can't. You're not gonna get to know each
Oh,
other.
I've actually gotten this off in
university.
university. The
No, I
varsity games.
definitely
like,
had a good first date at a
can do it.
Raptors game.
Yeah, but did you learn? Did you get to know him, or you just had a fun time? That's two different
Both.
things.
Definitely both.
I don't know, because I think a lot of girls try to get that off, and not you specifically, but a lot of girls will have fun, but you didn't learn anything about each
But
other.
my thing is, when you get to know someone,
that
it's
episode of
more
Atlanta.
just like, yes, you get to know them, but you're also building comfortability on your first date. You can definitely build comfortability.
which is
at
why
a
the
sporting
coffee
event.
shop is acceptable.
No,
yes.
no,
Thank you.
it's not.
You just described why a coffee date is okay.
No.
Yes.
You in your own words. Everything
No.
you
Anyway,
just
look
said.
at you.
Run
There's
the
two
tapes.
more.
We got
No.
There's two more, and that's it. Mom and pop restaurants. There's
What
definitely
is
some
mom and
fire
pop?
mom and pop
But
restaurants.
my thing about one thing about me, I will accept good food. If the food, like, you know, like that show, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, like those very like low key spots. If the food's busting, we can go.
So what if the ice cream's busting? What are we talking about?
Tresor.
It's the same thing.
It is.
It is, but it isn't.
you really are arguing aesthetics. Like
right
that is what you're
Because
arguing.
my thing is the way, like, you can't just say, yo, let's go grab ice. Like I said, you have to romance an ice
I
cream
agree.
date.
I agree.
You can't just say, yo, like, I'm feeling you, let's go grab some ice cream. I'd be like,
Well,
because I'm
in
I'm
a
automatically thinking,
in
this
a
guy's taking me to
regular
Dairy Queen,
conversation,
or he's gonna take me to Baskin Robbins.
bro.
No.
In a regular conversation, I would say, "Let's go grab ice cream," and you would say, "Where?" And then I would tell you.
Nah, you gotta come romantic for the jump. If you're gonna bring up ice cream, romance it. Be like, yo, I found this spot, whatever. They do this and this. Like, are you down? And we can like chill by the lake or whatever.
But why
I'll
would
do
I
it.
say that if I don't even know if you like ice cream yet? I have to bring up.
There's a violinist that's by the water every day at
So
5.
it would be
so we
like,
can go at that time.
Do you like ice cream or do you like sweets? Yes.
Let's go get ice cream.
No,
Yes.
no,
Where?
no,
Blank.
no. Hey, do you like sweets? Eye emojis. Yeah, I am actually a fan of sweets. Yeah. What do you like ice cream? Oh yeah, I do love ice cream. I found this really cool spot. Romance it. Sell it to me. I found this really cool spot.
What? Okay,
they
hold
have
on.
X amount of flavors. They have a special waffle cone. But I found it on TikTok. They do this and this. Like, are you down to try it out?
Okay,
with
but
me?
tell me this.
Yeah, I
but
am.
tell me this. If you,
Do you see what I'm saying?
No, I agree with what you're
Yes.
saying there. Yeah.
But are we
Yeah.
talking specific for a like first date, or do you already kind of rock with me? Because these are two completely
It's the
different.
first time that you guys are gonna go hang out.
But I feel like, are we accepting dates people you don't have a good feeling for?
People do that every day.
I don't. I'm not accepting a
People
first date if
go
I feel
on
like,
dates
yeah, I'm not.
every day with people that they don't know.
For
well.
sure. And I've done it before. I get it. But I'm just saying the old, like, I don't know. You have to the conversation is a big thing. You have to romance it. There's no ways like, yo, do you like ice cream? Yeah, let's go for ice cream tomorrow.
And then
I'd be like-
you would say, yeah, where?
I don't know if I'm saying yeah.
Because
or-
if you really rate me, it wouldn't matter where
I'd
we
be-
went.
Yes, it would.
No,
Yes,
it wouldn't.
would.
No, it wouldn't.
Yes,
No, it wouldn't. No, it
For
wouldn't.
a first
No,
date
it wouldn't.
Tresor, yes, it would.
No, it wouldn't.
For first date Tresor, yes, it would. If he can, a man can get that off after. If it's like, yeah, we've already went on a date. I don't know, kind of like you. We talk all the time, whatever. Oh yeah, let's link up quick and grab some Dairy Queen. That's different.
You
You're
keep
talking
saying
about
Dairy Queen.
I'm just saying in general. I'm just saying. You can get that stuff off later. This is the first date. The first date. If you've already had a first date, whether it's a mom and pop shop, Raptors game, or whatever, Earls, blah, blah, and it went well, then you can get the Starbucks off and the Dairy Queen off. Quick little things. That's different.
All right, we can agree to disagree because I think you're completely wrong.
That's
Like, I really, like, remember, you're in a room full of men that have done this multiple times and
that's
it's worked.
fine. Okay, well, you can go take those girls to Starbucks. I'm not going on a first date to Starbucks. That's fine.
That's so funny.
All right, man. What's next on the docket?
Like you're telling me, oh yeah, let's go to Starbucks on the first date. She's like, yeah, for sure. I love cheese Danishes from Starbucks.
What is wrong with people who want to go to Starbucks on the first day? Like, even if a girl agrees. She says, yeah, I like Starbucks. Let's do it.
I completely explained the Starbucks. It's a very low pressure public place to meet someone. That's
Yeah,
all.
like maybe you
That's
didn't meet this
all.
person on a super lustful kind of thing, and it's
It
just
doesn't
like
have to be. What do you mean? What?
I'm saying, yeah, like it's a low pressure kind of situation. You know, sometimes you meet someone casually, or you start talking to someone casually, and it's not this, you know, abundance of like lust and like, oh, like what's going
Exactly.
on with this person, you know, where you're like kind of giddy when you meet someone, you know, like sometimes it's not like that. And I think a context for that where it's kind of more of a low pressure casual thing. Ice cream shop
Coffee.
works. The coffee works.
Ice
Yeah,
cream.
just get coffee.
It's
casual.
neutral.
It's
I agree. Like the romancing, you got to drizzle some stuff on it, you know.
Before we move on, romance Starbucks to me.
Romance Starbucks.
Act like I'm a
You
girl.
don't
You
need
want
to
to
romance
act.
Starbucks.
You do.
You don't need to romance Starbucks. You don't need to romance Starbucks at
Maybe
all.
because you like. I just feel like because I
So I
work in
seen
like.
you take a picture at the pumpkin patch the other day, and it's crazy because, you know, Starbucks got that pumpkin spice in season right now, and I know you like, you know, so that's not how.
No,
it's right.
that's
So-
not even how a Starbucks date would go. A Starbucks date is also something that gets planned quickly and executed quickly. That's why it is a low pressure date. We're talking, you're like, yo, I've been in the house all day. I'm like, yo, me too. Yo, what are you doing right now? Nothing. Yo, let's go grab some coffee quick.
casual.
Casual. Boom, right there. We planned it right now. We're going right now.
But is that a date?
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's
I'm
a
not.
date.
I'm not considering a first date. I'm not. Thank you, Malcolm, for
Just
shaking
that-
your-
no, that
Thank
big
you for
bang
the one
kinda,
man
like-
in the room for shaking his head. No, that is not a first date. I'm so sorry. It's not. It's not.
Okay,
and I
see,
don't know.
but
Maybe
that-
because you guys, I've worked in a very corporate world. Starbucks is like, yo, we're going to Starbucks on break. We're going to Starbucks. We're in and out. We're not really like, even you like Starbucks is like, yo, we're just going here quick. Like to me, I think of Starbucks as like, yo, we're getting quick coffee, we're getting something, and we're out of here. It's fast. At the end of the day, Starbucks is fast food.
See, so you're,
it's literally
you're
like,
anti-fast. So tell me a fast date then. Tell me, in your opinion, tell me a date that is fast.
ice cream can be fast,
You just said you don't rock
but you
with
have
ice
to
cream.
romance it. But I'm like, I don't. But things like what?
So you can romance ice cream, but not coffee.
Not
There are
Starbucks.
specialty coffee
And I
shops,
don't
too.
even know about these, like even these mom and pop. Like I don't even. No, you guys cannot convince
This
me.
is a
I'm so
very big
sorry.
Starbucks themed episode.
You can't.
Hey, I'm telling you, you just don't like quick things. You want to be locked in.
No, it's because, like I said, Starbucks to me, one, I worked at Starbucks. Two, it's a corporate fast.
So if you worked at Earl's, would you refuse Earl's?
Probably, because I work here.
Okay, there
Would
we
you
go.
go on but my thing is, but also, like I said, Starbucks is a very like quick corporate level. Like we're in and out of Starbucks. It's fast. They're calling like you're in and out of there. Yes, there are some basic you can just like sit down and whatever. But like, yeah.
Can we?
Yeah, you
Can we?
move on.
Okay. I don't want to beat the dead horse. So
This is crazy that I'm really getting ridiculed because I don't think Starbucks is a good first date. Like, what the actual hell?
You're gonna get ridiculed on
is the list done?
2023.
Yeah, that's
It's
the
okay.
list is
Jesus
done.
Christ.
My God.
See, you keep sprinkling things. Now you're saying good first date. We're saying can be a
Okay.
date.
I'll go get it. I'll go get it back.
Okay.
Is that not true?
Yes.
Of course, if you're asking good, I'm not gonna say Starbucks is a good first date. It's a date.
Ew.
Come on, let's move on.
Next on the docket.
We've
Let's
been
move
on this
on.
for like 40 minutes. Let's go.
Yo, Zoe's gonna short circuit.
She's looking to Malcolm for help, bro.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
This guy said, okay, we're gonna, what else is next? You know what?
Yeah, okay.
No, you know what that's like saying? You know what that's like
Yeah.
saying? You know what that's like saying?
What?
That's like us discussing, these shoes. Someone asks you, where can I get shoes? You say, I don't know, we're near like Pacific Mall. And you go there and you're like, but they only have like Fila's and Converse. And then you tell me, you sent me to this place to get good shoes? No, you asked for shoes. If you wanted Jordans and Balenciagas, I would have told you somewhere else. They're still shoes.
Nah,
They're not
Tresor,
nice
He
you're
shoes.
pulled that out of nowhere, eh?
Tresor, you're dumb. No, Tresor, you're dumb. Tresor, that's dumb.
Is
No,
it dumb?
Tresor, that's
Man
dumb.
in the room, is it
Tresor,
dumb?
that's dumb. No, if you guys ride for that, we're ending this episode right here. We're ending it right here. If you guys really
Let's go.
ride for that comparison, you guys are fried.
You
guys are fried.
Even I can't ride with that one.
You guys are
I can't
fried.
do
I'm
it.
not right. I just thought it was funny.
makes
I
sense.
just thought it
Hey,
was funny.
Tresor, that's dumb.
Shoes versus good shoes. Shoes versus good shoes.
Fila's versus Balenci's. Yeah.
Shoes versus good
No,
shoes.
you guys are dumb.
No, I just think
No,
it's funny.
Tresor, that's dumb.
How? Are shoes
like-
not shoes?
He says in the Walmart where she wanted Gucci.
Yeah.
That is
Yo, where can I
crazy.
get good shoes? Walmart. Actually,
No, you said where can I get shoes?
sorry, where can I get shoes? Actually, you can go to Walmart.
Walmart.
Come on.
Are there not shoes at Walmart?
Like, let's use discernment a little with the brains
If
that
you
we
need-
have
if you
between
need-
our ears. Let's
Yo.
use.
If you need
sense.
steel toe boots, will
Sense.
you not go to Walmart?
Oh,
It depends what you need now. You need to be specific. Are you gonna go to Balenciaga for your steel toe boots?
No.
No. Yeah, you would go to Walmart. Specific places provide specific things.
They sell the Shaq shoes.
They sell Shacks. You're giving out shoes to kids that are in need.
bro,
Yeah.
the
You're
the
gonna go to
vein in my
Walmart.
forehead will not
Yeah,
come
so,
down.
so it's gonna blow gas.
I'm gonna blow a freaking gasket. I cannot believe
It's been a
you
long-
are literally.
What's
What's
next
the
on the
dad's
docket?
name for everybody hates Chris?
Julian.
This. That is him.
Because of a Starbucks date. Everybody
It's the
hates Chris's
cheapness,
dad.
It's the semantics. It's the trying to wiggle your way through. Like, it's like, bro, enough. Like, literally enough. We are going to be 30.
I don't know, man.
You're going to be 30.
Like, we are literally 3. We're like, come the fuck
You
on.
can't go to Starbucks if you're 30 as a date.
Anyways,
This is why there was allegations before. You two.
allegations. Nah, bro. It's
That
like,
look crazy, man.
no. This is a real, like, you know when like, you realize, like, yo, my brother's an idiot. Like, this is
It depends where, and I think it really depends where you're from. If you're from New York, coffee dates are very regular.
I'm gonna ask I have people from New York coming from work tomorrow. I'm gonna ask them how many of
ask
them
them.
accept coffee dates, the women.
And we'll revisit this.
We're
Please ask them.
revisiting
And we will
this.
revisit it.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
ask
but-
I'm gonna ask
Please ask them.
so many women from New York tomorrow in that office who
Please ask
accepts
them.
coffee dates. And I'm gonna make a tally with their name and everything and
Please
answer.
do.
I'm gonna go on 2 coffee dates by the next episode
Please
airs.
do.
Anyways, moving on to the next topic.
Please.
Who wrote is your love count worse than a body count? What are these topics?
I did.
Wait, does he have access to that doc?
No.
Okay, so it's only the three of us?
Yeah. I mean, I can
That'd
give
be
you
funny
access if
he
you
said
want.
I thought this was a very interesting thing that someone said, and when he explained it, I kind of agreed. So Victor Pope Jr. was on Tim Chantarangsu's
Who?
podcast.
Victor Pope. Who's that?
He was a creator.
Okay.
And they were talking about body counts and how worrying about people's body counts is immature. And Victor said, yeah, I agree. I think the love count is more important than the body count. It doesn't matter how many people that you've slept with. How many people have you been in love with? Because I would rather you sleep with more people and love less people than love a lot of people and have a lower body count. And honestly, I agree.
You think it shows like a worse sense of discernment if you're just
I completely
fucking willy-nilly
agree.
as opposed to loving willy-nilly?
No, because I agree because, first of all,
What are we even talking about?
I feel like you, as a
Wait.
person.
You don't understand what he's asking?
I do, but like, what's really
Are
going
you
on?
still mad about the coffee dates?
Like,
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, like, I feel like that's so
no, it's true. How many people have you loved in your life?
loved or been
Loved. You loved them.
It's kind of like if you dated a guy and he told you he's been in 5 serious long-term relationships.
in. Damn.
That's what he's saying.
How many people have you loved? I bet it's a small number.
Yeah, it is small.
Under 3?
Yes.
Okay. So if I'm dating a girl and she tells me she loved her last 6 boyfriends, that is a red flag. Yes.
But my thing-
there's no
okay,
way you
but-
did not love 6 people and you're 25.
Okay, but love, like,
You're lying. You're lying.
is that like
Love.
have
Love.
so in love?
Yes. You were in love with 6 people.
I can have-
Before 30.
But
Kind of crazy.
I feel like I've had love for men that I've dated. Like, yeah,
In love.
I love this man. He's my.
but
that's-
maybe they just maybe their concept of love is just
No.
So
we
that's a
can't-
red flag.
it is a little If
It
you
shows
like yeah,
bad discernment, right?
Yes.
it just shows I would need to have a deeper like okay, so like why did you think you were in love 6 times? Like what were these? What was the feeling? What was this?
Or it
like,
could be indicative of just like an internal conflict of yours that you need to, you have a void or something and you're constantly trying to throw yourself into love, into
very fair.
relationships, right? Like
Do
that
you
could be
feel that people like can I figure out how to word this? Okay, go ahead. No, sorry.
Exactly. And then on top of that, situations get very sticky where I can only talk from a man and who only dates women. I've come to see that some women like to use the word history as a crutch to go back into their past. I feel like
What do you mean as a crutch to go into their past?
Like-
Like an excuse to spin the block?
yeah,
Okay.
kind of an excuse to spin the block per se. Like a lot of girls, if they go back to their ex, they would say, "We have history," right? If you have loved a bunch of people, I feel like that person is the person to try to get the history stuff off. And on top of that, if you loved someone and they know that they loved you, a lot of people feel, and I've seen this with like people that I've been serious with. People in people's past have a sense of entitlement to people because of history. There's a lot of
That's weird, yeah.
ex-boyfriends that still want to try to do XYZ or say XYZ because they think that they can because they dated my girl 3 years ago or
For sure.
4 years ago, or they dated the girl that I'm talking to 3 years ago or 4 years ago. And that could get messy because now this dude's trying to talk to you. If she's the type of girl that like her head is all over the place and she's succumbing to this history, now you're in drama. Like the love count matters. Because realistically, if it's a girl that she might have a lot of bodies, but she was very casual, very intentional, she knows exactly what she was doing, she might have loved one dude, that girl probably has way less drama than the girl that had 4 boyfriends and she loved 4 of her boyfriends or 4 of her boyfriends love her.
And if we're being honest too, if you're having a bunch of those like kind of relationships and it's not bad, like they are casual or whatever, and you're racking up bodies, but it's like they're healthy experiences, that does, like, to successfully do that does take a considerable amount of emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
To be friends with benefits or something like that, to communicate these things. We talked about it in the beginning of the episode that this is just not something that people communicate about as, like, the older you get, it gets better. But
Yeah, you pulled that
So-
off successfully?
Girls who like okay, if do you know or is it a red flag if a girl if like some girls fall head over heels quickly? Is that a red flag?
Yeah,
Yep.
I think it is. Because those usually don't work. Like, what are you basing it off of?
Yeah, it could be. I don't think it's like a for sure 100% indicator. I think there are people that can just like pour into things, you know, and like that's just their personality. But
is that a red flag to you?
it could be. Yeah, it's. I'm suspicious.
It could be. Yeah, and that would make me take a step back.
Yeah.
If I've known you for a month and you're moving like you love me, I don't like that.
I've been in
But
situations.
I feel like moving like you love me versus just being a person who pours into someone are two different things.
But still, why are you pouring into me? We don't know each other yet.
I think people confuse love with attachment issues.
I agree.
Like, you can't just, like, I think and that's why I disagree, because I don't think love and having body counts are the same thing. I think, like, when people say, oh, I love 4 people.
That's not what we're saying.
No. I'm paraphrasing, but, like, you can't, I don't believe when people say I've loved 4 people. Those 4 people were 4 different experiences. You don't know, like, if you love the same person the same way.
But that's from your interpretation. Like, I could genuinely think that I loved these people.
But you'd have
can't
to tell
me. But you can't tell me that I didn't.
For sure, but I would need. I said it would have been okay. So why did you feel like you loved them? Like, what was that moment or that determining
But
factor? You're
that's-
like, okay, like I love this person.
But that's tough. How do you explain love? It's a feeling.
You can definitely explain love. If I'm in love and my man asks me why do you love me, I can 100% explain it.
Yeah, the way you make me feel or whatever, right? So what if
Yes
that
and no. There's
feeling,
more to it.
That explanation, she felt that with multiple people.
But I think
Damn.
that could be dependent on your time of life, your mental state, all of that.
Yeah.
It could be very different for every single experience.
You know how you say about like intention and dating with intention and stuff like that?
Right.
Like I think those people that like just love easily, like fall into these things, like just always have that in their mind that like, hey, this next person I'm gonna meet is
This
gonna
is it.
be
They're
the
the
one,
one.
you know?
People who date with intention do or don't do that.
People who like I wouldn't even call like dating with intention, and your intention is to like marry the next person that you see, right?
I wouldn't say marry the next person, but dating intention is more like, yeah, I think it's more, yes, you're going to spend more time. You're going to, like, you know, maybe date people who maybe you have similar values or whatever, stuff like that. Maybe.
But that person is moving like they're already in love with you, like
You think
you
so?
know, 3rd and 4th date.
'Cause
They're
I
likely,
date with
they're likely
intention,
to.
but I don't
I'm not saying
move-
all the time, but just they're more liable to, I think.
I feel like
Which
I
is why
date
it's a
with
red flag.
intention, but I'm not like the love you right off the bat type. Like, it's going to take me like some time to really like, okay, like you know.
And if you're like a pretty scumbag guy, a girl that you know loves you off very quickly, that's like blood in the water for sharks. They're gonna spin that.
Yeah.
They're gonna spin that girl like a blender, bro. And guys and girls know what guy they have up.
I'd say girls are better at it.
They are better at it.
Way better. They
that's
get
how you-
houses and lifestyles out of
and
it.
that's
The
how
guys
you-
just get sex out of it.
And that's how you end up getting saved as free food.
I'm saying y'all
or
are smarter. Don't
money.
roll your eyes.
Yeah. When people know that someone else is invested in them way more than they're invested,
Power.
people get spun. It's
called
easily.
power.
That's how you get trapped.
Yeah, and I think someone with a high love count gets spun very easily. And I think that is something to watch out for. So I agree with that. I agree
You
with
disagree?
I disagree.
I am being quiet
Damn.
for once.
Why are you being quiet with this one?
I mean, I don't really like, I understand why a high love count would be a red flag, but
There's no way you love 9 guys and you're 25. Impossible.
isn't there a show about that, To All the Boys I've Ever Loved? Like, isn't that like a thing? Like, I mean,
Flavor
like I
Flav.
said, I agree. I feel like saying that you loved, like, say, like 7 men that you've been with or 7 girls that you've been with, I'd be like, okay. But maybe people don't, like I said, people, the definition of love, maybe it's different. Maybe it's just, oh, at that time of my life, I have love for this person or I love them because this and this. Like, I don't know. But I mean, to you, obviously, love is a very big thing. So if a girl says, oh, I've loved 7 guys, you're going to be like, what the hell? But maybe her definition of love is just, you know, that's a part of my story. I wouldn't say I've loved every guy I've dated, but I've definitely have, you know, I wouldn't even, what's the word? I have like, they're a part of my story. Like, they're a part of my reasons why
Part
I
of your
am.
collection.
No, they're not collection.
That's
But
what
like, you
sounds
know,
like.
they've all
Collection is sick.
contributed to
Okay, future.
how I am now. Or like things that I've learned or a lesson or, you know, made me better. Like, or,
Yeah,
you know,
contributed to your journey. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I wouldn't say loved, but I would say that, yeah, I have they're part of my story. Like, it is what it is.
Do you think it can be like restricted to age? Do you think you could be in love in like high school?
Yeah, you can.
I think you
I
can.
mean-
Do you think if you had like a serious relationship in high school and you loved that girl, like you think that
you
Maybe.
can,
jacking that?
but
I feel like as you get, like, I feel like people who are like high school sweethearts, like, yes, maybe you like it's love, like it grows into love, but I don't know maybe if it's like love right from the beginning.
I think in high school you're just horny and then it develops into love. I don't think it's
Okay.
or I've
Tell
heard a
me
lot.
I'm wrong.
I've heard a lot of people say that like they thought they were in love, but they got older and realized they weren't.
I kind of had that.
Yeah.
That's different from you genuinely still feeling like you did love that person.
But there are people who are
Yeah,
high
I
school
agree.
sweethearts. There are a lot of people who are high school sweethearts.
Yeah.
That obviously it grew into love, or they knew that it was, you know, worth staying in or whatever. But that
That's rare.
Is it rare?
It's definitely rare.
It's definitely
High school
rare.
I feel like
sweethearts?
now it's rare, but like the baby boomer generation, I don't
yeah,
think
because
so.
they didn't
That's
have social
very
media.
different.
You only knew the 100 people in your town. So if you had your girlfriend, you're staying with your girlfriend probably.
Less options.
You didn't know this girl in Brazil for no reason off of Instagram.
Not even Brazil. If I lived in Mississauga, I didn't know girls in Ajax.
That's not true. That is not true.
Not necessarily. You didn't know a lot of them.
That is not true.
You may know a girl in
You
Ajax.
might know some. You don't know
Bro,
a lot
I'm
of
telling
them.
you, my mom in her day, they were moving and shaking around the
Okay,
GTA.
we'll expand it then.
Like there's no like if you're saying it like that, my mom wouldn't have met my dad.
No, we'll expand it then. If I live in Toronto, I probably don't know a lot of girls from St. Catharines.
Oh, okay, well, yes, that's different. But like GTA, no, they're definitely moving around.
Not
East,
as frequent
west.
Yeah, because
it's not
like
as
you go to
frequent.
events and everyone kind of
It
goes
was
to
at least
Toronto
that
for
from
an event.
my
like,
family and like people that I know generation, they definitely knew a lot of people in different areas, whether it's Brampton, Mississauga, Scarborough. It was Ajax even a thing back then? What was in the East?
yes,
Is Ajax new? Isn't it a new city?
Isn't it fairly new,
No,
Ajax?
it's not.
Is it not?
No.
Oh, whatever.
That's where it's
Point
been
is,
around, yeah.
yes, like Richmond Hill, even like they used to move around.
Yeah, you knew people, but probably
Yeah.
not a lot.
But
Compared
you know,
to the people that we know now.
and of course back then, you know, the girls who are like from like the uptown, like Richmond, want to go to the guys who are from like the hood or whatever. Like that's how a lot of the women in my family, not to air out their business, but were women. They were more like, you know, after my grandparents came here and worked, you know, they moved to bigger houses up in the suburbs. My family moved to Brampton, other families do, but they still want to feel connected to like Toronto and like my dad was from Jane and Finch. My uncle, you know, they were all low key, all like the husbands that they married were all low key from the hood. But it's like y'all weren't. Yes, you might have lived in Toronto when you guys first moved here, but eventually my grandparents moved you guys out of the hood. But y'all wanted to stay very connected to the hood.
That's a problem that persists today, isn't it?
Yeah. Some things never change, huh?
You
But
see
yeah.
Deion Sanders' son?
Which one?
No, it's not Deion
Shador?
Sanders. It's what's his
Michael.
name?
I'm sorry, Michael Irving.
Yeah.
Michael, 88
Yeah.
from the Cowboys. Michael, you know, this man. This is like we don't even have this written down, but he was saying how like there's so many athletes and everything that are like want to be hood and everything.
Yeah,
and
Mikey
he's-
Williams.
And he's talking about his son. He's like, my son is a rapper, and he says all these things. You grew up in a gated community, and was just airing his son out.
What would you do if your dad did that on national TV? I'd be
He's not
sick.
wrong.
I don't know.
No, he's not wrong.
But did you hear the kid's song?
No,
It's kind of.
was it hard?
He's kind of spinning. It's kind of got a flow. He's getting the flow out.
But he's
Like-
lying. But he's lying. Clearly, if his dad's saying, "Yo, you didn't grow up in no hood,"
Well, I mean, some people do get it off.
Yeah.
Jadakiss' dad is a doctor.
Really? I didn't
well,
know
apparently
that.
Ruby Rose's parents are lawyers, and
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm
Then-
almost sure that Jadakiss' dad is a doctor.
yeah, wasn't Ruby Rose's parents lawyers and
like a dentist or something.
something like that. But apparently they have like, you know, more. I wouldn't say notable, but you know what I'm saying, like those careers where like you educated, go to school, blah blah blah. But Ruby Rose comes off as like this from the hood ghetto
Oh,
thing.
I never saw her as that. She might be trying to portray that, but that was,
Have
that was
you-
never
I think
the
it's more
vibe that
as of
she-
recent.
It's definitely as of recent, which is why people have brought up this conversation about hood aesthetics. Like, why are these people who are getting into rap trying to pull off this hood aesthetic?
Her mother was a dentist and her father is a lawyer.
Lawyer,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. So, why is she like, and I think this happened, I think she dropped a music video. I think the song is called Hood Aesthetic or something like that. She dropped a music video for a song, and you can tell she is very much pushing the you know, I'm from the hood. This is stuff that's more associated with the hood. This is how, you know, girls from the ghetto might dress. She's like, you know.
They were saying Mariah the Scientist was doing this too, right?
Yeah.
With the baby and
Exactly.
like, portraying herself as a baby
So do we
It
think?
works.
Oh, the song is
Yeah.
called "Hood Bitch Aesthetic," literally.
Because it works.
Yeah,
do
in
you
music I
think-
can see why.
Do you think that could be offensive? Or do you think it's more just like? Do you think do you think it's offensive
I mean,
for people who are actually born in the hood?
Yeah,
and
I'm
are
not one of
get-
those people, but
Right.
I'm sure they probably feel like disrespected.
Because it did
to
cause some
extent.
discourse online. People were like, yo, like, what is this? You guys are trying to, like, the hood is not. Some people are like, yo, you don't want to be from here. Yes, we look, it might look cool because we act and dress and whatever this way and blah, blah, blah. But, like,
But people have
the hood
done
is the
that-
hood.
People have done that forever.
Right.
And that's not gonna. That was the whole premise of ATL. Nunu was not from the hood, and she's acting like she's from the hood, and
Right.
she's dating hood dudes and trying to hide that her dad drives a Bentley. You got a Picasso in your house. You know that happened.
Didn't Victoria Beckham do the same thing? That
Yeah.
video went viral too, where
Jeez, I'm working class. What did your dad drive to school?
Yeah.
A Rolls
He-
Royce, but
he opened the door and said, "What
He's
did
like,
your
no,
dad?"
no.
Yeah, but I low key respect him for checking her like that.
yeah,
Because that's a real thing. Because, yeah, you don't really. What working class person do you know owns a Rolls Royce?
No.
Funny enough, I saw a Rolls
What does
Royce
that even
Cullinan
mean? What
outside my gym the other day. I'm like, who drove this?
working
here?
class?
Working class is like
Is it more of a British term?
working class. Is it more
Here
like
it would be
middle class?
We'd say middle class.
To me,
Yeah.
it's what I've received from it. It's when
No,
rich people want to
actually,
kind
no.
of be like, "Oh, I had to pay my phone bill as a kid, so I know what it's
No,
like to
'cause-
struggle."
No, I think
'cause
working class is more middle class, no?
working class can include people that are under middle class because you're still like working.
So
to
lower
survive.
middle class.
Yeah, it's people that just like
But people who are lawyers and shit be like, "Oh, I'm working class."
they are not.
No, people who are lawyers are not working class.
It's like they work. Like
They're
they
like
work
upper
long
middle
hours,
to middle
you know?
class.
They work, but they're not.
John Morant's family is working class.
His parents probably.
His parents
were.
probably.
His parents.
I feel
probably
like he was a little bit
were.
more. I think he's more
you
middle
can
class.
You could live in a nice area and be from a working class family.
Working class.
That's
But I
very
thought you just
easy.
said working class. You said it's below, like.
No, it encompasses. It's just like if you, like you need your job to survive.
Doesn't everybody?
No.
No.
Working class is considered both white and blue collar workers.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah,
lawyers,
So the type of worker.
So lawyers and stuff is working class.
business
then.
owners.
So then.
I wouldn't count lawyers as working class. Me personally.
that's what it
I wouldn't
says.
either. I don't think it checks out, but yeah.
Because I feel like working class is like you will be in trouble if you lose your job. You need to work to survive.
Clearly, that's not working class based on the definition that trade is read.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but-
not.
I think
disagree.
when you do it though for like music, it's kind of something that you're selling, right? Like I think it makes more sense. I think when athletes, like people were really like, I don't understand, like if Ruby Rose makes a hot song and uses that aesthetic and it works, everyone's gonna like it, and she'll make money off of that. I don't get why athletes do it or people who are just so far removed. That doesn't
Like
really
John
make sense to
Morant
me.
or Miles Bridges and stuff like that.
I don't know. Miles Bridges seems like he's built that life.
But I
No,
mean,
no,
he,
see, no,
he
but the
is an
difference
NBA
is-
player though.
See, but the reason why I think for athletes it's a little different, it's different if you're faking it. But a lot of athletes were just like hood
Are
dudes
from
that
the
are
hood.
good at a
yeah,
sport.
yeah.
So like they just carried on.
But you know how they're saying
were,
like the NBA is getting more light skin and shit, and all these
It
kids
is.
with their floppy hair.
they call
and
the NBA the National Biracial Association.
That's
Oh.
crazy. I've never heard that.
Yeah.
As far as Zoe hasn't said that yet.
What? Yeah, because they were showing one of the draft. They were showing one of the draft class, and they were all walking out with their parents, and it was like black dad,
White mom.
black dad,
Yeah,
white
yeah.
mom,
Yeah.
black dad, white mom.
You know why it does work though too.
Why are you looking at me?
I ain't saying nothing.
Like I personally think for like an artist selling themselves and making themselves a brand, I think the most clear cut way for it to work is authenticity. If it's real, like that's why Sexy Red works with that whole hood aesthetic thing. That's very believable. Like she's living her reps.
Longevity, yes, but for it to work, no.
Yeah, I guess you need more than authenticity, but I'm just saying. To me, I think it'll take you the farthest.
Yeah, longevity. But if you're just trying to
Like
get
50
on,
Cent, like
if you're trying to get on the hood trap stuff, that's the easiest way. Look at 6ix9ine. Prime example. Surround yourself with a million gang members, make a hot song, boom, you're out of
yeah,
here.
you can be inauthentic and it could work very well.
Yeah. A lot of the drill rappers aren't really like,
But then when do you get to the point where you leave it behind? Because
Some
50
people
Cent
don't.
left it behind.
Lil Wayne still makes coke
Jay-Z
bars.
left it
and
behind.
Was
Lil Wayne left
a
the
gold
hood life
rapper.
behind.
Did
Like,
Wayne
at
really
14.
leave it behind?
Yeah.
Wayne's 40. He's made a lot of mistakes up to this point.
He's
Oh, for sure,
He's
but-
been on tour since he was 14. He was never. When was he?
Oh, yeah, you have that, or is it an argument, or is it a fact that he wasn't really from the hood?
No, he's
Or
from
didn't
he's
really-
from Holly
I
Grove.
was gonna say
He's
I'm
from
pretty
the
sure
hood,
Lil Wayne,
but
he
he
was
wasn't
saying
selling
he wasn't
drugs.
he wasn't like on he was like he got pretty early breakout, so he wasn't like really like on the street, all that stuff from a young age. But I mean,
What?
You can see if you don't. You see what happens when you don't leave it behind.
well, yeah,
Shiesties in jail.
yeah, jail or God forbid, dead.
Yeah, a lot of people are dead, so you have to leave it behind, and that's why, realistically, that's why a lot of
But
people.
then sometimes you get ridiculed for leaving it behind, though. Oh, you don't know
so
where you
then
came from. You don't
have
give back
pick
to
your
the hood.
poison. So go to the hood, say you're hard, and go to jail or get shot. Like,
Oh my.
like it's not. You can't have both.
Seems like an easy decision.
Like, you can't have both. That's why, like Jay said, "Yo, like, bro, screw
What
the
is that?
hood."
What is that?
What?
What did you just do?
What?
Jay said what?
Jay said, "Yo, screw the hood."
Oh,
The
you did
streets
some-
is done.
The way he looked, you did something before that.
Nah, that's what it
What'd you
is.
say?
Realistically,
He was like he did like jump, and I was like, what?
nah.
You're jumpy.
I am jumpy. I'm a very
You're
jumpy.
easy to scare.
I'm a very jumpy person. I explained this to someone recently. I'm a very jumpy person.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you come up behind me or like tickle me, I am jumping.
If
No
I say
matter-
something and move my hand too fast,
What do
you
you mean?
will.
What is it? What? What? You're not a jumpy person?
I wouldn't say so.
Nah, yo. Some things I just don't. I was scared of leaves for God's sakes.
Yeah,
okay?
like,
I'm
yeah.
jumpy,
Type of enemies do you have?
jumpy.
Scared of leaves.
Listen, I had a childhood. It was. I mean, like it wasn't scary, but I mean, like I just
They
felt
threw
like
you in a pile of leaves and
I
you
had
couldn't get out.
I had a very like helicopter mom. So I was, when you have a helicopter mom, so you're just like scared of everything because your mom makes you scared of everything. That's how I kind of was as a kid.
Your mom didn't want you to go and leave, so you get scared of
No,
leaves?
but my mom was just like, no, like I mean, like in general, like I think leaves just played a factor.
And
But
that's
you know,
why
it's
you're
like,
jumpy, yeah.
yeah, I just like my mom was very like, oh, like, don't do this or blah blah blah. Like, oh, you're gonna get this, and I'm like, okay, like, and I'm just scared of everything. And I like broke out when I was like 12, 13, started going to jams, which I posted recently, and then 2008 was like a different year. I feel like going to jams builds character.
Going to jams?
Yeah.
Going to house parties in high school?
No, not house parties, jams. They're different.
Distinction. Elaborate.
Where'd you? Oh, you grew up in Oakville. So
We went to we called it jams though. We called it jams.
jams.
I want to know the distinction between a jam and a house party.
House party is more like a lot of movement. Like maybe there's some dancing, but not too much. Like it's more like conversation. Like jams, you're not talking at a jam.
Okay.
You are straight bubbling for maybe 2.5 to 3 hours
I
in a
understand.
sweaty hot room with a Kanye West checkered scarf on, a shoelace.
That was an era.
A
Oh, that
shoelace
was an
in
era.
your hair, a t-shirt with a tank top on top of the t-shirt,
That's crazy.
a belt that is not Gucci but it looks like Gucci, or a belt that is woven with pastry shoes and skinny jeans.
And a foxtail hanging off your back.
Yes, that is a jam.
Oh,
Jam, you were not going
With
there.
a wooden chain.
100%. The only time you went to a jam was to bubble. And if you were speaking, you were speaking after when the lights are on. Maybe you'll get the guy's name you danced on. Being 13 at a jam, we were just abnormally horny. Why are we doing that?
But I feel like when you're young,
Like, do kids still go to jams, you think?
no.
Yeah.
No.
No, not the way we were going
Like
to jams.
dancing and being
No.
crazy and
No.
Clyde,
they
do
don't
you
have
know,
jams. Jams don't exist.
like,
anymore.
have you been to a Brampton jam when you were younger?
not in Brampton.
Jams don't exist.
Not in
anymore.
Brampton, but I've
Okay.
been what you're describing. Yeah, I've been to those when
Just
I was
like
in
a
high
hot,
school.
no, not even. I feel like jams starting to die out in high school. Like we weren't really.
They still
jam.
had- they
we
still
had a
had
solid
them.
1, 2, but not the way.
I'm even
we
more
were,
so
like,
thinking early in high school, like grade 9 and 10.
Yeah, maybe, but I
I
would.
feel like even though I went to some Brampton jams up to grade 12. New Year's, there was a crazy jam on New Year's. Unfinished basement banging on the furnace.
Yeah.
It had to be
dance
an
hall DJ,
unfinished
like,
basement or a community center room.
So is a Project X thing like a?
That's
is
a
that
party.
That's not a jam. That's a house
that's
party.
not a jam.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went to more of those.
So yeah, I'm
But
saying
those are
house party. Yeah,
party folk.
Yeah.
But I feel like, especially for a lot of inner city kids, I would say, you don't have house parties. Your only option was to have a jam because if your parents are home, the only place you could be is the basement. Like you don't have space to have a party. It's just gonna be in the basement. And someone's gonna turn the lights off, and the music is just gonna play, and then that's
but it's
what's
crazy
gonna
because
happen.
all we needed was the lights off. Like, we didn't give a fuck where we were, as long as this room was big enough to fit more than 20 people and the lights
were
stop.
off. If the
we
lights
were,
are, if the lights came, like when someone like randomly turned the lights on, people were like, whoa.
yeah. As long as it was borderline pitch black, I think we were
Yeah,
nasty,
pitch black.
horny children.
And
Why were we rubbing up on each other, groping up each other's privates in this dark room? That's literally what we're doing.
And at that
literally
point in
what we're
time,
doing.
when the lights came on, you had to like quickly see people and where people are and who's around. That's the only time you got to clearly see the room.
And that's why some girls, you end up like, yo, that man was beat. And you're giving him the wickedest wine to Ramping Shop and RDX. He turned around, that man was beat the whole party.
I remember people getting robbed in these situations.
Yeah,
all
people
the
would
time.
get robbed.
their shit
Yeah.
taken.
As you got older. But like jamming when you were young, like, I didn't see much robberies at like 12.
There was
13.
I don't
but
even
like,
mean robberies.
I still
Like,
saw
12,
some.
there were some
if the
robberies,
lights are off and you put your
People
shit somewhere, like and you're not
like
leaving. with it.
there were like people who were like,
That's different. I'm talking about
Yeah.
people were getting robbed.
Oh, there was that. Yeah, there's that too.
yeah.
People
With
were
the lights
stealing.
off?
People were stealing, but people were robbing.
I meant
for
more
sure.
stealing, yeah.
And it's easier if the lights are off. If you're just
Yeah.
caught in the corner by yourself and it's dark, three mans come up to you.
Yeah,
it's
that's
dark. No one, your friends can't even see what's
And the
going on
music
right
is
now.
loud. Can't
Yeah.
hear nothing, can't see nothing. All you're doing is feeling buddy on body.
Yo, there
That's
was
all
one
you're
thing that
doing.
happened one time, and I'm gonna keep the names anonymous. So, a guy that I'm cool with, he came to the party. He got drove. Actually, you know these people. I'll tell you after. So, because he went to that school.
Okay. What school did you go
So-
to?
Okay.
Oh.
like I'm trying.
Oh,
to keep things,
sorry. But I don't think any. I don't think.
But they probably can't even
No,
hear
he
me.
can't even hear him.
Hour,
One. And
hour 40.
I didn't know you.
I'll
went,
do it. I'll do it.
No, you don't have to bleep it. It's not that serious. I didn't know you went to that high school. Say word. Oh, that's why you know all the mans. Oh, this is making sense.
Anyways,
I love that high school, by the way.
So a
that
man's-
high school bred some fine men. If I went to that high school, I would have been an HOE.
Zoe,
Zoe,
stand up.
I'm just saying, I went to a predominantly white high school in Peel Region. So obviously me as a black girl who loved the niggas, yo, that high school had the niggas we
And-
talking about.
and guys knew that. Like you knew.
I went to Mayfield.
You
which is
knew the girls.
A white, very white high school. But that school had the boys.
When you
you know
would
what,
see that
guys?
school on your schedule for basketball, it was
Oh, I'm
like
going to the
I'm
game.
stressed all week. Like,
Yeah, I'm going
And
to the
you
game.
know what guys would call that? Like for girls that went to school like that? Baked chicken, bro. That's rotisserie chicken.
What does that even
baked
mean?
Beans.
Why? What does that mean? What do you mean, boy?
I mean, it's food. It's food.
Why?
Girls like that are food because we know that y'all don't have nothing over there.
Oh, for sure.
So when you see us, it's
You didn't go to that high school,
easily.
though?
No.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't go to that one. But I'm just
I
saying
thought
in
you- oh, I
general.
thought you did.
No, I went to the one close to it
Man,
for
that
like
high-
a year.
That high school,
But-
like, yo, we got to go there.
Just in general, like when
Spend
you
a lot
talk
of
to
time
a
at that
girl,
community center.
when you talk,
Just look, and I would just look and crush on good-looking black boys when I was obviously a young girl, not now because that's predatory.
that would
But
be
yeah, when I was in high school, I would just be like, oh my god, all the boys from that school are coming out in their little uniform.
all the basketball players.
Yeah, they're so cute. Anyways, go ahead.
okay, I can get to the story. Now.
Yeah, go ahead.
now, like the story doesn't even really matter. It was like a tidbit off of what
I'm
we were
sorry,
saying. It's
Sorry.
not a standalone story at all. So
Oh,
we
sorry.
can just continue. It's just someone got robbed at a party. Boom, done. Story done.
I hate when that happens to me. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to.
That's all.
I just heard the school name and a lot of memories came back.
what was your song like? Because you guys went to brand new jams like I did. What was your song that came on? You were just like, it's over.
Do you need me to go through the Vibes Cartel
I was
set
gonna
again?
say
Yeah,
that video is already doing
we went viral
astounding
for this
amount of
already, man.
numbers.
That any of those?
Yeah,
Any of those?
but I would say Romping Shop was my song, so I won't lie.
When Dumper Truck came in, it was.
Dumper Truck is whatever. I did not like the daggering songs. Daggering songs, I was like, why are we doing
There was two
this?
different types of girls. There was the girls that
Love to
waited
get
for the
daggering.
daggering songs, and the girls that ran to the wall when the daggering songs came on.
Yeah.
I was definitely a wall girl. Cause like, yo, why, like literally, why are we doing this? Like, why are we? Do you guys understand how crazy that looks as a 13-year-old? getting
It does
daggered.
now.
Like,
And when you're that young, like a lot of guys, they didn't care about these girls.
No,
they're
not
doing,
at all.
The final jab and just letting them fly across the room.
why are we doing that?
I always felt bad when guys did that. Like the last one, and they just let them stumble into the ground. Like why'd you didn't have to do that. That's why even if I was daggering, I would do like a soft dagger. I wouldn't like,
That would make a statement. Just
nah.
Yeah.
Because at that point, like, see, also you could tell there's different types of guys. Guys who did that, the hard dagger, you're trying to impress your homies. You're not trying to like court this girl or wow this
Like, give
girl
this
and
girl
make
a
her
good
think
wine.
you can dance. You're
Yeah.
trying to like you're trying to be funny for your friends. I wasn't that guy. I was focused on the girl. I wanted her to think that I can dance so I can talk to her after.
But also soft daggers just feel weird because now we're just like, why are you just gently
So
thrusting?
there's no winning with you.
I just don't want to get daggered. Period.
You don't want to get
So what are you
sensually
doing
daggered.
there then?
I want to get bubbled. There's a difference. The daggering is just like, yo, this is it, bro. It's excessive.
There's an acceptable dagger meter. It doesn't have to be super soft, but like not hard enough to where it's like you could tell that the girl is flailing all over the place.
Yeah, and most guys would do it with that intention.
It depended on the girl, to be honest.
Nah, I wasn't like that.
That's crazy.
No,
What'd you say, Trey?
I said it
Depends on the girl.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So what?
That's crazy.
So what? Differentiate the girls.
I'm not gonna say that. I don't want to get canceled.
They can't even see you.
No, it's just like
I'll post
when,
his
when,
face.
When I say that, like it depends on the mood and like who I knew and like who I was like meeting for the first time at a jam. Because you know how like some jams like they would have like some schools meet at this one house.
Yeah.
It depended on like that. if
Do
that
you
makes any
think you would
sense.
survive? Like, if I threw a jam now, like a basement jam, invited like 50, 70 people and put us on the basement lights up, do you think you're surviving it?
But we're grown. That's
Survive.
That's
I
what
may
I'm
not
saying.
have
No,
a good
I'm saying,
time,
do you
but
think you're surviving it? Like, if I just did, like, yo, I'm doing a throwback jam party, like how we used to do it.
Yeah, I would love that. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Someone needs to do that
I
for
mean,
the culture. Like
I asked my homeboy to do it for his 30th. He didn't answer me.
First 30.
That'd be fire,
someone
honestly.
needs to do that. It
I don't
needs
think
to
I'm
be
surviving it.
But
Why?
I think
Yo,
but people are
what?
no. This is what I was gonna say, bro. I think it's mainly the girls. Girls are too bougie now.
No, not about bougie. Like, I'm gonna get tired. Like, I'm gonna get tired. I also hate being like, back then I didn't care to be hot and sweaty and come up party with my edges. Great. Like now it's like, yo, like I'm hot. Like your sweat is on me. Whose
But
sweat
that's
is this?
character.
Some could say that's
Yeah, it
bougie.
add character when I was 13. I'm gonna be 30 in 3 years.
Yeah, but like you were like that was
Okay, but
fun,
what's the
though.
difference?
Like,
What's the difference between that and a hot club filled with smoke where your
I
edges
hate
are
that.
still?
I hate that
But
now.
that's what
But you
most
still
clubs
go.
are. But you still go.
No.
And you still stay.
A lot of clubs I've been to recent, and like my recent years are not like those hot nasty clubs. And if they are, I'm leaving. When's the last time you really been to a hot nasty club?
There's a lot. Juliet is
Juliet,
a
I was
hot
about
box.
to say Juliet is.
Juliet is a
that.
hot box. Door 3 is a hot box.
Is door 3 nasty like that? I don't know.
It's not nasty, but it's hot.
Is
I
it?
feel like even
AC
Lost
in
and
there?
Found is very like.
I haven't
a
been to those
box.
clubs in a
Like,
really
it's
long
very
time.
small and cramped.
Apartment could get hot.
Yes.
Apartment
is
Lots of
cramped
people.
as
Yeah,
hell.
I can.
I haven't been to a lot of these clubs in a really long time.
So what? It's only 44 and Empire Supper Club.
Oh my god, I also don't like. Most of the parties that I get invited to are 44 Empire, the new. It used to be Gold Room, but now it's like a new something. And Century, I've been to.
Century.
I haven't been to Juliet in a long time, and even Juliet, I was like, yo, what is happening in here?
But going to Juliet though is kind of like for the cult. Like, okay, let's.
Yeah,
You know what you're
for
getting
sure.
yourself into. Like,
yeah,
we're
door
doing this
3.
for the
I've been
culture.
to door 3 a few times, and I don't remember it being hot like that.
It's hot.
When
I
when
went
Door 3 gets packed,
in the summer. Yeah. It's,
Oh, they fixed it. Yeah, I don't remember door 3 being that hot. Yeah,
someone does need to have a jam.
I don't know if I'm coming out and
But I don't know. People aren't
alive.
No one's about it anymore. I'm
Relentless
so
Link
about
Up
it.
Part 2 would be a jam.
I'm so about it. I don't know. I just love like
You have a home with
I
a
love
basement.
ratchet, but that's not a jam. That wouldn't have a jam feel.
Honey, why would not? Is the basement finished?
Yeah.
How's
can make it a
how
jam.
There's not
big
enough
is it, though?
space. That's the thing. And the space isn't big enough. It's
best
not
jams are
one
tight.
big room.
Yeah.
No, but there still needs to be enough space.
I would do it, but no.
You would throw it?
A jam 100%. So I know if it's my house, I can come up when I want to
I just
leave.
love
No
those.
way. No way.
I
Why?
love those things. I just love like
I
ghetto,
can't see it.
ratchet, hood things.
Yeah,
It's
the hood aesthetic.
It
Look at
gives
you, fraud.
just it's just like a je ne sais quoi, you know?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Feel me? Like, that's why I loved Luxie's. Luxie's was a terrible place, but I loved it. Because you know what you're going for.
I'm trying to think other places that fit what you're describing.
Like
about
Waffle
like,
House. I love Waffle House. The food is terrible. It's grimy, and
there's
I love
a novelty to it. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love it.
Y'all just love the hood aesthetics, but y'all don't want to be in the hood. But y'all like the sprinkle the hood aesthetics in your life, going to Waffle House and
I
having
wouldn't call Waffle. I mean, Waffle
yeah,
House
a
doesn't
lot
have-
of people definitely.
No, but there's Waffle Houses that aren't in the hood, and all the Waffle Houses are still grimy.
It brings back like the childhood of like you growing up and like you're doing some stuff for the first time. You know what I mean?
Is there nothing like that you feel like?
What?
Just like that, like it's like hood and shit. Like no, like what he's describing, I feel that way about like basketball. You know, like I like going to like a pickup court where like the rim is a little fucked up. Everyone's calling fouls. It's an argument after every. Like I like that. It reminds me of being on the blacktop and everything. The way he's describing these parties is just like,
I guess those parties would be my thing, but I
don't know, but
I don't know. Yo, I was a jam head.
yes, but I feel like knowing you, I don't think I could tell you, yo, Zoe, someone's throwing a jam in Brampton this Friday. Come, you're not going.
It would have to be someone that like I know. Like I don't know if it's like my homeboys throwing one, I would totally. I told my friend to throw one for his. I'm like, bro, I'm like,
it's
throw a
someone
jam.
you don't know.
they're saying.
I feel like a majority of jams that we went to were people we didn't know.
Hell no, we
just
didn't know
heard
them. We just
a
heard
party.
about it,
We
and
just
we
went.
got an address, and we went.
Yeah.
But I feel like I don't know. I feel like now it's like, yeah, like what's
That's crazy too. Like, imagine, I don't know, when my kids get older, I don't know, because it's like you have 60 random teenagers in your house.
yeah.
People are breaking stuff, kicking holes in walls.
I've kicked a hole in the
fighting.
wall
I've
before.
seen despicable things done at house parties.
So have I.
Like, I've seen
So
people
have I.
pee into like laundry baskets and stuff and kick out windows. Like, I've seen bad
Stealing
things.
Xboxes.
I've
stealing
100% kicked a hole into
shoes.
the wall at a house party
I've seen
once.
niggas go shopping in people's houses while the jam's going on.
People
I've
getting,
seen that.
crazy.
I seen them
People
take a
getting
raw
s-
chicken and they were playing football with it.
people getting
Whoa, what?
stabbed.
Yeah, bro. They broke down the backyard fence like attached that was separating the other house, and they just removed it. Like they just
And when you get to that age
brick,
when
pan by or panel by panel.
when you get to that age where like you like alcohol, like we went to high school, like alcohol becomes a factor.
Oh, man.
Then you have underage drinking. Imagine just having mad teenagers in your house,
Drunk.
just drunk in your basement.
That's
too.
Like-
crazy.
Liability.
When I had my mom, my aunt were like, "What?" When I had my Sweet 16, because every kid used to bring their alcohol in their backpack, and my aunt was like, "Why does every kid in my backyard have a backpack?" And she knew, like, bro, everyone is drinking at this party.
Yeah.
What age did you start drinking?
I was like maybe 15, 16.
You?
I was pretty old. I was like
You do
17.
not have a drink in your bag.
No, but this is what we would put it in.
The string
Oh
bag,
yeah, the string bag, yeah, or a JanSport. It would be
or
a
a
bag like
JanSport.
that, or a
Exactly
JanSport,
this. You'd
and
fill
you'd
this up with
walk.
licks.
You'd walk into the house party holding both straps, and
And it
you
would
put
be
your
a
bag on the
very
side.
cheap alcohol, probably Smirnoff.
Smirnoff,
the regular one,
sourpuss.
not flavored.
Fireball.
Yeah. Fireball,
Four Locos, Fireball,
Four Locos. Ooh.
Yeah.
40 Absolutes.
Oh, 40. Oh my God, why were
Like a
you
40
niggas
ounce of
drinking
malt.
Yeah,
40s?
I remember drinking those
I
thinking
used
I
to-
was
40s
like
were
That used to be my
nasty.
drink of choice.
So many niggas used to drink 40s.
I think
Oh
because
my God.
it was big and it was cheap.
Ugh.
You get a 40 for like $8 at the beer store.
No, it's
And
so
it just
nasty.
looks kind of just
It
like the
looks
color
sick.
of it and everything. It just looks grimy.
But
You
it was
think you're
terrible.
bottom-
It tasted so bad.
I don't know
But
if
you
you
have to
guys have-
force yourself.
I don't know if you guys have done this. Like we used to like keep the drinks in our bag through school to save it for after the jam because it was after school. We would hide the
You
drinks
keep
in our
it to
backpack
school at school?
Yes, we used to do that.
I knew kids that did that. Yeah.
because there was no way we could hide it like someplace else. We didn't have cars, so we hid it in our backpack and put it in the locker and pray to
So
God.
you guys would
that-
go straight from school to the party?
No, but we would keep it like we would hang out like before the jam, keep it in our backpack, and then when it gets to like 7 or 8, we would go to the house and like bring it out there.
So you're not going home at
No,
all.
we never really did that. Wait, no. But did you go to a public school?
Yes, I did.
That's probably why.
I went to-
We had to go home and change.
Yeah,
Oh,
we were in
I went to a
uniforms.
public school.
Oh.
Oh.
But I don't think we ever went straight from the school to the gym. I'm not going to hold you.
We had to go home, change, freshen up. You might link up with your friends before and then go.
Yeah.
It wasn't regular, but it was just like the one-time thing. You know what I'm saying?
Were you guys like drinking in high school?
Not
Yeah.
Can I ask? Is that
Grade
kind of wild to
12.
ask her?
No, that's.
I mean, we're already old enough.
Grade
I mean,
12. I was. Grade
yeah.
12,
I mean, I went
drinking.
to like I said, predominantly white high school where all the white kids were doing drugs.
were
But in
and
grade
drinking.
9 and 10, were you drinking at parties?
I never drank.
grade 10.
Like getting like lit, like
No, I don't think we
testing
got
your
lit.
boundaries and shit.
I
Like,
don't think we started getting lit maybe like 16. Maybe people started having sweet 16s and like house parties. Maybe like end of grade 10, grade 11. Like grade 9, we'd have like maybe like like a Smirnoff Ice or a Mike's Hard Lemonade, getting freaky. But grade 9 and 10 was like that. But then you started going more like 11.
I think grade 11 is when I started drinking. I was
I got-
very straight edge to them.
I got drunk for the first time. I was 17. I waited pretty long.
That was good for you.
I never drank.
I got drunk at 15, and that was horrible.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd do if my kid was like 15-year-old came.
I'm
home
getting mad
wasted.
stressed this whole conversation. My niece and my nephew, man.
Yeah, man.
They're doing it.
My little
They're
cousin,
not that old yet.
How
I'm
old
just
are they?
saying they're like 7 and 8. Like they're not.
Oh, my little cousin
They
is
might be vaping.
Fuck.
my little cousin is
He's on TikTok.
15, and yeah, he's not doing that stuff though. I've asked
How do
him.
you know?
I've asked him, and I told him like, bro, because he's gonna turn 16 in like a couple of weeks. I'm like, bro, let's throw a jam. Like, I'll invite some of my friends. Like, we'll make it lit. Like, I think it's
Damn,
always
now
cool.
you're the chaperone.
Yeah, but I think you know when you were 16, but you had that cool older cousin who would like bring their
Yeah.
older friends, and they'd be in the corner. Like, I'm like, yo, I can be that now. Like, I want to
You're
be
gonna
that
be
cool.
the cool auntie.
Not auntie, bitch, cousin. Cool older cousin. I would invite all you guys to come. Are you crazy?
I
We
would
would just
come.
get lit in a group of
I would go
teenagers.
for sure.
That's nostalgic as hell.
I can see you draping up some kids because they're fighting. or
I
whatever.
would
I would
be
do it.
Harlem Shake in the middle of the room.
The nostalgia, and we never got to. I remember my little cousin. I think she turned maybe it was 17 in the pandemic, and we had a whole plan for her birthday. We were gonna rent her a banquet hall. I was gonna DJ the party. Like we were gonna have a whole jam, and she didn't get to do it. And I'm cheesed for myself. Like I was gonna have so.
Why
much
didn't she get to
fun.
do it? COVID?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
I was gonna have so.
What do you
much
think
fun.
the worst age was to be in COVID?
Ooh.
16.
What 3 years do you not want to lose?
21 to 24.
No. Well, oh, yeah.
Yes. Or
21
even
to
like,
24?
or even
I'd
maybe
say
like
18 to 20.
Yeah, or
18
no.
to 21 would be
18
horrible.
to 21.
You're not getting that back.
That's true. Yeah, you're
Not
18,
getting your
21,
graduation and
but
your
also
prom
like
and all that back.
21, 22, 20, like you're still young, but like you're kind of in your 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the difference is you can you already did your firsts. I think 18 to 21 you're doing
You're
a
fresh
lot
out
of
of high
firsts.
school.
and
Yeah,
you can't get
yeah.
that back. You can
Like
do
you said.
21-year-old, 22-year-old shit at 25 if you really needed to
I
get
did
it out of your
21 and
system, you
22.
know?
That was painful.
I think
Yeah, I
18
think
to
like if you
22,
graduated high school and went straight into lockdown, yeah, that sucks.
or you didn't even get to graduate.
Yeah.
You had no prom, no graduation. You turned
Yeah.
19, you couldn't go to the club. You turned 21, you couldn't go anywhere. That sucks.
Yeah.
That was me. Like, I graduated for 2019, turned 21, and lockdown hit.
That's
right
horrible,
after
man.
my birthday.
That sucks.
That's sick behavior.
That sucks.
Anyways, okay, moving on lastly, because someone wrote this topic in for us, and I also thought it was hilarious. So Britney Spears, which is like probably, maybe not the queen, but probably one of the, not probably, one of the queens
one
of
the
pop.
OG queens,
Like,
for sure.
undoubtedly. So she wrote a tell-all book, right? First, what would you do if someone wrote a tell-all book about you? Like, or not even about you. What if someone wrote a tell-all book and like you were a very major part of that book? Like how would you feel? Because apparently she is tearing, did you turn it down?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, she's tearing Justin Timberlake up in this book for being like,
She said that she got rid of
well,
one
yeah,
for
she,
him.
trigger warning, got rid of her. She was pregnant and became no longer pregnant by choice after getting pregnant for Justin Timberlake, which I think is, especially back then, like in the 2000s, that procedure was very like, not as talk, kind of like more frowned
More
upon,
taboo.
definitely more taboo. So for her to come out about it now is also kind of crazy. And she also, someone played her audiobook on Twitter, like a clip where she also calls out Justin. I'm trying to find the clip where she calls out Justin Timberlake. But I am very confused. I mean, I've always been a Justin Timberlake fan, I won't lie, but I just don't understand what Justin Timberlake was doing like back in the early 2000s.
Wildin', being a wild boy.
Like was he, and also because we were young, like was he like trying to get in with the blacks a lot? Justin Timberlake? I don't know if anyone remembers because
Is
like, we were
that
fairly
not
young.
like
back
how
then.
you remember Justin Timberlake?
I just remember him being. Oh, why can't I find this tweet? I just remember him being like,
Remember the
in
cornrows
sync.
and the dancing and
Justin Timberlake had cornrows?
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
A lot of white guys had cornrows.
Justin Timberlake did not have cornrows.
to me, like Justin.
David Beckham had cornrows and was wearing do-rags.
To me, Justin Timberlake and like Britney Spears were like the very big imitations of Michael and Janet. You know, like I feel like they were trying to emulate that stuff. Even Justified is all beats that Michael Jackson passed on.
Michael Jackson passed on?
Yeah, all the beats that Pharrell made for Justified.
Oh, here. Okay, I found it. Okay, this is from her audiobook. Let me see if I can play it.
White boys, but they loved hip hop.
Hold on.
To me, that's what his band In Sync was what people back then called So Pimp. They were white boys, but they loved hip hop. To me, that's what separated them from the Backstreet Boys, who seemed very consciously to position themselves as a white group. In Sync hung out with black artists. Sometimes I thought they tried too hard to fit in. One day, Jay and I were in New York, going to parts of town I'd never been to before.
Like Brooklyn.
Walking our way was a guy with a huge blinged-out medallion. He was flanked by 2 giant security guards. Jay got all excited and said so loud, "Oh yeah, faux shiz, Genuine. What's up, homie?" After Genuine walked away, Felicia did an impression of Jay. "Oh yeah, faux shiz, Genuine." Jay wasn't even embarrassed. He just took it and looked at her like, "Okay, fuck you." His band In Sync was what people...
That's funny.
That's hilarious. I didn't hear that full
Wow.
clip. That's funny.
That's
Yo,
funny.
I thought that was AI, but apparently that's actually a part of her book.
That's funny, and I believe it. But there's nothing different today.
You think so?
There's nothing different.
You're
today.
not seeing a white artist go, yo, faux shiz.
You're
like-
not gonna see it, but it's happening.
No way
And they
that's
don't have to be
happening.
an artist. White people do it all the time.
Bad Baby.
We've talked about
Who's
this.
Bad Baby?
Cash Me Outside.
Oh, God.
We've talked about this
yeah,
multiple
yes,
times.
yeah.
White people will get around black people and just do weird things that they don't need to do.
Yeah, he had cornrows.
Like
And
what?
it'll
See?
work for them, yeah. Like
That's crazy. I did not know Justin
Yeah,
Timberlake.
I'm
had
not
cornrows.
surprised because plenty white guys have done it and they're gonna continue to do it. I'm not surprised.
But I don't think I don't think white people really do like outwardly.
think about it, like Eminem wore a do-rag.
A lie.
Like regularly, like that. Like white kids were putting on do-rags and stuff.
White kids today impersonate black kids on purpose to fit in.
Yeah,
Look how many of these little white kids are running around with shiesty masks on.
Which is
And
nasty
tech
and
fleeces.
that is true. But it's I don't know. I feel like
And
it's been a
then
long time
people-
since I've had a white person like act.
Yeah, maybe to you.
Yeah, it's been a long time. But also, I feel like I have like a very like presence where it's like, yo, do not do that with her because yeah.
And I also feel like people
I
are
agree.
more.
Yeah, probably.
I also feel like people are more comfortable doing it to guys than to girls.
Yeah, because the last time I've had it done to me was at a situation where it was like my cousin's birthday dinner. I don't know if I've mentioned this before. And he, like, one of his white friends were there, and he was like, had like a side bag on and was like acting all hood. He dropped the N word, and I said, "Yo, get this guy from the table." Like, it started like a huge thing at dinner. So I'm like, "Yo, I
Someone
don't
get Chet Hanks.
like this is not gonna fly, especially not with me here. I don't know if you guys let this fly in your little friend group, but if you're gonna invite me out for dinner, this guy cannot be dropping the N word at this table. Like, that's not happening." That's what's happened to me. But I don't know. I just.
White people do it all the time, man. You see it on TikTok every day.
But why do white
Don't
people?
you
not
hear me
all-
come in where you
business
guys
is
ask how
true.
my week was, and I tell you these
But why
things?
do some white people just feel like they need to like?
If the business is true and you left your mom in the hood, someone needs to smoke that you.
I'm sick to my stomach, fam.
Ew.
What do you mean? Like this happened
This
happened
is
last
happening
week,
right
bro.
in front of our eyes every day.
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, what is it when certain white people just need to feel the like the need to like
You
turn it
really
on?
don't have as much experience. Like it's a more of a not a regular. Thing
No, it's
for you.
definitely happened. But like, why? Like, what is it? Like, what goes on in their brain where it like clicks? Like, yo, I need to act like this.
Entitlement.
Yeah.
You think it's entitlement, or it's just like
Yes.
they don't know? Like,
They wanna
it's
fit
just
in.
complete
A combination of the two, an amalgamation of it. Ignorance.
Entitlement and ignorance.
Entitlement.
They want to fit in what's popular.
I need to just make rules and enforce them.
Like, you know when like white girls say, "Hey, girl," or "Oh, don't sis me." Ooh,
I
when
thought-
white girls do the sis.
I thought when Ariana Grande said new hair, just bought it, I thought it was over for her.
Really?
I thought it was done.
But I like that because yes, let's also make it more known that white girls buy their hair too.
I didn't know that.
What? White girls be getting tape-ins.
Getting weaves?
Maybe not necessarily weaves, but they get extensions like tape-ins,
Okay,
eye tips,
yeah,
ponytails. It's still
Okay.
I like her saying that because everyone wants to act like, oh, the first whenever like black people come up or whatever, the first thing is, oh, like your hair's fake, or you buy white girl hair, or you buy, bro, white girls be buying their hair too, and adding extensions to their hair all the time. We just do it differently.
Yeah.
But white girls buy their hair too. You think all that hair on Ariana's head was real and all them big ponytails? Hell
the
no.
ponytail, yeah.
The ponytails were that hair.
I guess
added that she bought.
But the way that she said it, like new hair, and like she's rapping on the song, you know, like it made me think of the way black women do their
Miley
hair.
Cyrus
I
had a
didn't
whole-
instantly think of ponytail extensions and tape-ins.
Miley
and stuff.
Cyrus had a whole phase when she was running around with Mike Will, sitting on top of basketballs and twerking.
And I don't forgive her for that. Like the way that we forgive
He said,
Bieber
"I don't
for like
forgive him."
harmonizing the hard R, like
Did we forgive him for that?
I feel like
Come on. Yes, they did.
yes,
Yes,
we
they
did.
did. Yes, they
Yeah,
did.
thank
No
you.
one has brought that up about him in a
It's
very
true,
long
you're
time.
right.
Justin Bieber's running around with Sean Kingston and Lil Twist, drinking lean, egging houses, peeing in buckets, and it's cool now.
Yeah.
If you see Bieber today, people be like, "Yo, like my guy."
Oh, sorry. I say this before what were you saying?
What was I saying? I don't,
Oh, I thought you were saying something.
me?
What were you saying?
He didn't say anything. Go continue.
What's it called? What were we talking about again?
Justin
My brain.
Bieber
Like
being
how
black.
like white people feel entitled to.
But then the
mimic
Justin
black people?
Bieber thing. Oh, did we forgive him? So you didn't forgive Miley Cyrus for the
It's not that I didn't forgive her. It just after that happened, I wasn't like a big.
Miley Cyrus fan.
And the thing is, I think that Banger's album is like a good album, and she's made good songs
Right.
since. Like she's a good
But look
artist.
at Gwen Stefani,
Isn't Gwen Stefani like Hispanic?
Asian.
Oh,
No, wait, sorry. What is she? I'm pretty sure Gwen Stefani's just white, no?
Let me check. Before we
I was saying,
Please, I don't know, I'm
Gwen
asking.
Stefani ethnicity herself, I'm pretty sure is white. But remember when
or
the
am I
whole
thinking of
like
Christina Aguilera? That's
maybe,
Hispanic?
maybe
One of them.
But Gwen Stefani did like that whole like Asian, like everyone in the music video was Asian. She always like hung out with Asian girls, and they were only like she like it was kind of weird. When you play back, like go watch the Holla Back Girl video.
Gwen Stefani is Italian American.
Oh,
Okay, wait.
Then maybe I'm
So-
thinking of Christina Aguilera.
when you watch like Gwen Stefani's old videos, like yo, like she literally like just like took Asian people and like made them like her posse. Like it was very weird, like extremely weird. Like why was that even a thing?
Even crazier when Justin Bieber did the Sorry video and brought Afro beats into the
Afro beats and
pop
dance
culture.
hall, and not one black person was in the video.
Doesn't he get credited for making dancehall popular for that song?
What?
I hear people that are like, oh, like white publications, like a Pitchfork or like,
Oh,
you
God.
know, Vulture or something that's like, you know, Justin Bieber popularized the dancehall sound and, you know, that's
Yeah.
led to Afro beats and he's the person that ushered in all that.
But I
No,
think
listen.
hindsight is 2020. We say that now, but we did not think it was weird then.
That's
So I
fair.
don't think we could really question it.
But
Because like
before-
I said, the Arab Money song, they were not
You
speaking.
never let that go.
That I will not let go. Because they weren't saying anything. And we let it rock.
How do you know?
Shit,
Did,
true.
any, did
That
anyone
shit come on in the gym
It's true.
today.
There's nothing in that song that's nothing.
Like there's no type of real
I don't
language
want. I
in
don't
that.
want to do the voice, or I don't want to recite the lyrics, because I don't want to offend
Why? It's a
anybody.
song. How is that
Yeah, I know, but
offensive?
It's. Not,
you're telling me they're not saying anything of substance
No.
at all.
I didn't believe until I looked it up as I was editing this.
It's
true.
not real.
So what? It's all just gibberish.
gibberish.
It's gibberish mimicking the accent. That's
Gibberish in a Middle Eastern cadence.
Have you ever seen Scary Movie 4?
Can we play it? Are we allowed to play it?
Yeah, you can play it. I'll just
That's
bleep
not.
it out.
I don't think it's a cancel. It's not a cancel.
No, I mean like for like YouTube copyright and
Yeah,
stuff
just
like
play
that.
it for
Like,
5 seconds so I don't have to do too much with it.
But there was an era in hip hop where like the Middle Eastern thing.
is it even?
I
Is
saw
it Busta
something
Rhymes?
about that.
Yeah, it's Busta Rhymes.
Where like Timbaland.
Fast forward it a little bit. Pause it.
Go, just skip to the hook.
I'm trying to find it. Is it the beginning? Okay, but there's
No.
lyrics.
Please tell me what it
Well,
says
what-
at
what's
that
it say?
part.
Tell me what
I
it
guarantee
says.
it
What's it
doesn't
say?
say
What's it
nothing.
say?
What does it say?
What? Let me see.
Go ahead, main host.
I don't want to offend anybody. I
You're
don't
not
know.
offending.
Let
You're
me see
reading
the
out the
lyrics.
song.
Just so we're all clear, these are just lyrics from Apple Music. I'm not just reading them. La ilaha illa Allah, hala ili heyo, hili bi Allah, hey
All right, yeah,
hili
cut it out.
bi-
Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut
No,
it
no,
out.
play
Cut
it.
it
Now
out.
play it. Now play it.
Like, yeah,
That's the dance they do in the video, right?
Come on. Come
That's the
on.
dance they do in the video.
That's
Come on.
not even close.
Even the dance is kind of racist too.
Come
what
on,
did they do
bro.
for the dance?
This is like that's what they do in the video.
Like,
Come on, man.
did they do this? Because I'm off camera.
Yes, it's some shit like that.
Okay.
Come
I'm
on,
off
man.
camera. Relax.
That was crazy what you did. That was crazy.
I haven't heard that song in probably 10 years, and I didn't realize it was that bad.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear that?
He knows
Yes.
it.
That's different.
Bustin'
That's
needs to
different
pay.
from the.
God!
That's different from the Jay-Z. What's the Jay-Z song?
Punjabi. Oh, sorry. Hold
That's a
on.
different
Oh, no,
one.
that's a good-
hard
that's a
one,
good
though.
song.
That's a hard one.
But that's like actually something real.
That's just a Punjabi beat.
Yo, Google Jay-Z Punjabi. That song's hard.
It's yeah. Jay-Z,
Yeah,
Punjabi
that's a
MC.
real guy.
That's
that
a banger.
was a man from the Bronx, and they said, "Do your best impression."
I spent I remember when I
Well, what's the
remembered.
song called? Punjabi what?
It's
No, there's two
Beware,
songs.
Beware,
No,
Beware.
there's two songs though. I'm not talking about the one with the beats. Not the
are you
one that's like.
thinking
I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about the song, the ones.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
That song.
I don't really know that first one that you were talking about. What's that?
You definitely know the song,
If you
and it was
play
it was
it-
the song that was in Honey.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
That one.
Honestly, one day we'll talk about how terrible, because I've been watching so many TikToks about how terrible
I think we've done this
I think we
Oh,
have.
have we?
about
Oh, okay.
Honey at least. Yeah.
Yeah, but before we wrap up, someone...
Which they filmed in Toronto. I found out recently.
Yeah, I knew that. Someone messaged me, and also some people commented on the TikTok saying that we missed an artist from Canada that should replace Party
Yes,
or
I
Tory.
thought about it after as
And
well.
I was like,
think
oh,
we're
I did
probably
not
thinking of
think-
the same
Who?
person. Daniel Caesar.
No.
Who would
That
it
was
be then?
so disrespectful.
Someone said, well, if we're talking strictly from, because we include Justin Bieber. If we're
What,
talking,
Shawn Mendes?
yeah, if you're talking strictly from artist perspective and size, Shawn Mendes.
Does Shawn
Okay.
Mendes have hits?
Yes.
Yes, to the white people.
To the
yeah.
white
He
folks,
does.
yes.
But I
Sing-
think
sing
if we're
one.
Oh, I said to the
we
white
don't,
folks.
yeah, we don't know him.
I don't know.
I know three.
Does
but I don't
he
know
have
the
that song? The You Wash Me Fit Into I Can't Breathe.
Oh,
Is that Shawn Mendes?
Oh, that's a good song.
Yeah, that's a banger still.
But if we're talking about this, I do think Daniel Caesar should have been on it too.
Over Party?
Over like someone, maybe on the second team. He should have
But
started.
he
on,
just sold out an arena.
that's what I'm saying. He should have started the second team.
But you wouldn't take out Tory or because you
You
can't
could
take out
debate.
the
I'm not
undisputed
taking
top
the-
three.
those
You,
two
I
right
don't
now.
think you would take out Party, but you could debate Tory. If we're depends on the qualifications.
That's fair.
Daniel Caesar definitely should have been on that list.
That's fair. All right, let's wrap this up.
yeah.
All right, guys. Good. This has been.
I want to go watch some basketball, you guys.
Hey,
Bye.
I want to go watch KD.
I mean, yeah, sure. It's already 40 minutes into the game, but okay.
Fuck.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
See you next week.